for new construction, replacements, repairs, and maintenance. They offer high-quality products, and they have a highly qualified staff to get the job done right. Visit them at 950 Varmint Trace Road or call 270-896-5044 today. That's the McGregor Group in Princeton, Kentucky, and glad to have those guys on sponsoring our pregame show. Dennis Stevens, Bob Hayes, Darren Lewis here at the stadium, Ty Englebright back at the station firing commercials for us tonight. And the Tigers are set to begin the 2017 season tonight here at home against the 5A number 2 ranked Christian County Colonels. And Bob, it's great to be back here tonight, and it's right into the deep end of the pool for these Tigers.
It really is, Dennis. We're going to find out early on really how our offensive line is going to hold up and how well our quarterback will be able to get things done, especially with our talented wide receivers. So, but quite a test for the Tigers coming up tonight. We're home. We're breaking in new uniforms, a big crowd gathering here at the stadium. And last week we thought our offensive line performed well against Butler County. Obviously, competition tonight becomes much stronger, but it's designed to get these kids ready to play for further action in the year when we get into our district competition and eventually maybe a run to the state playoffs. So we've got an outstanding defense and an offense that can only get better in my mind.
And it's an exciting night for everybody in high school football. Everybody is 0-0 on the record. Everybody has hopes to make the playoffs, to go far in the playoffs, to see what their teams have to work on in the coming weeks and where their strengths are. So a lot is going to come out tonight as we face a team that's not only ranked number 2 in 5A, but has a Mr. Football candidate in Kobe Lange playing quarterback. Started since he's a freshman, big kid, thrown for almost 10,000 yards already for Christian County. We'll talk to him a little, or talk about him a little bit tonight in the pregame show here, but we hope everybody will stay tuned. We've got a lot to cover. We're going to check out the offenses for both teams right after a word from our sponsors. We'll be back in 2 minutes. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
It's going to be a fantastic weekend at Echo Charlie's at Eddy Creek Marina. Come on down and enjoy a great meal in the fun atmosphere with a fantastic view. Come on down for the eclipse. Some of the best viewing sites on the lake are at Echo Charlie's at Eddy Creek Marina. Echo Charlie's is going to have a breakfast buffet Saturday, Sunday, and Monday morning. They also have bands all weekend. The Joel Brown Band will perform on Saturday, August 19th, followed by Vintage Station Band on August 20th, and the Justin Reynolds Band on Eclipse Day, Monday, August 21st. A great dining experience and a relaxed atmosphere with a great view awaits you at Echo Charlie's at Eddy Creek Marina.
Have you or a loved one been discharged from the hospital but not quite recovered enough to go home? Caldwell Medical Center's Swing Bed Program is the answer you are looking for. Caldwell Medical Center's Swing Bed Program can help patients that are recovering from stroke, joint repair replacement, IV therapy, post-hospitalization pain management, wound or major surgery, acute physical or occupational therapy. Call 270-365-0300 to see if Caldwell Medical Center's Swing Bed Program is right for you. Caldwell Medical Center, located 100 Medical Center Drive in Princeton.
Is your debit card community-driven? At Farmers Bank, it is important to us to give back to our community. That is why we have developed the Tiger Card. The Tiger Card is a debit card that is free to all Farmers Bank checking account holders. Each time you use your Tiger Card, Farmers Bank will donate to our local Youth Inc. children's sports program. We've given over $40,000 to date to Youth Inc. through the Tiger Card program. Come get your Tiger Card today. We can print them instantly at our main office. Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Hello, this is Keisha Fulcher, CEO for Community Medical Clinic, located at 310 Hawthorne Street in Princeton. Community Medical Clinic's goal is to provide access to excellent health care services that are both convenient and affordable. Community Medical Clinic is taking new patients every day, and walk-ins are welcome. The clinic is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. to serve you and your family members of all ages. Patients are welcome with all insurances or with no insurance. Not able to come into the Princeton location? Then we have two other clinics. Our new downtown location in Hopkinsville at 1102 South Virginia Street and Fort Campbell Boulevard in Oak Grove. Community Medical Clinic, providing health care services at convenience at no extra cost.
And welcome back to the McGregor Group Heating and Air pregame show here on WPKY 103.3. Dennis Stevens along with Bob Hayes with you tonight for the call as Caldwell County gets the season started against a highly ranked Christian County team. And Bob, let's look at the offenses for both teams this year. The biggest change for Caldwell County is at quarterback, as Shane Burns was getting pretty good along in the record books last year, easing up on some of the ones behind Sindelar, but decided to skip his senior season and focus on a baseball career. He signed a baseball scholarship with Murray State. So Shane Burns is out, Joby Jagger's in at quarterback for the Tigers.
Well, and it comes down to hopefully Joby's going to have butterflies against a ranked opponent. It's only natural that they should be there, but I expect Joby to play well. I just hope that he's not terribly rushed. I hope our offensive line has some degree of ability to contain the Christian County defense, but our offense is predicated on getting the ball out in space to our wide receivers, and we've got a great group of kids that if they catch it, they can do something with it. Running back is still being worked on. Dylan Gray ran the ball well last week, but he's also an outstanding linebacker, and that's something Coach Barnes will do maybe for the first time in a long time. We get a lot of these 3 or 4 players that mean a lot, have a lot of ability into different positions, both on offense and defense. But again, the Caldwell County offense starts with getting Joby protected and us being able to make first downs, control the clock, and eat up yardage, and turn it over when we have to our defense to hold them at bay. So the offense really is the question mark, as you mentioned, coming into the season. But we're here. Christian County highly ranked, big, physical, speedy, quick. Good test for the Tigers tonight. Excellent test.
It is tonight. And looking at Caldwell County's offense, you have some pluses. Jaggers is not a newcomer. He's a junior. He's played behind Shane, played in some kind of mop-up roles, if you will, last year in a few games, or when Shane got his ribs rattled a little bit in a couple of games. He came in and played pretty well. The strength side is he's got some receivers, and Trail Riley, who is listed in the top 50 of the Louisville Courier-Journal and the Lexington Herald leader this year, came in with 46 catches from last year. You've got Jameer Riley, his cousin, top returning in yards at 713. Travis Newsom, a big target out there, came into the season with 30 catches last season. And taking over one of the spots this year is Oliver Parker, who had 10 catches in the campaign last year. So that's well over somewhere around 120 catches, maybe a little bit more, 128 catches coming back this season. So you've got some experienced receivers that can do a lot with the ball, especially Trail and Jameer. If they get you one-on-one, they're going to get by most tacklers. On the flip side of that, you've got a brand-new offensive line. And even though these kids are big, you've got 4 juniors and a sophomore, all of them anywhere from 182 to 320 pounds. So we've got a big line that's going to provide the protection tonight, but they have to provide the protection for Jaggers and let the receivers get down the field and make their moves. I think the biggest test tonight against a quick Christian County defensive line is probably going to be this young and experienced offensive line.
And what Coach Barnes knows and what our offensive line has to do, since we're going to put the ball in the air quite a few times tonight, they don't have to hold their blocks for 4, 5, 6 seconds. They've just got to keep the guy out of the pocket for about 3 seconds, give Joby a chance to get to his first receiver, maybe check down to the second one, and maybe check down to the third one. But Joby's got to learn to get the ball out, because these Christian County will probably sub quite a bit. It's a warm night here at Tiger Stadium. I'm not sure what the temperature is, but the sun is out, and we're sitting up here in the press box sweating right now. So
yeah, it's plenty warm up here. One thing I think is that Coach Barnes is going to do a little bit with Jaggers tonight, we'll yet to see during the game. I think he's going to put Joby in rollout positions quite a bit tonight, so that line isn't having to hold that defensive line off or let them pin their ears back, knowing most of our plays are going to be passes. He's going to let him roll out a little bit, hit some receivers in the flat, and really leave it up to Jameer and Trail and the other receivers to do a lot of things after the catch.
I'm sure that's going to be part of the game plan. We just cannot go back in the pocket 40 times and set up. We're going to have to roll out the quarterback, get him out, get our receivers in space, and then Joby hopefully will have a really, really good night accuracy-wise. And one young man that had a touchdown last week via the pass was Gabe East. Gabe is capable of coming in from defense and spelling some of our guys, a possession here, possession there. He's got great hands. So if we get the ball to 4, 5, 6 guys, they can all hang on to it. And all we want to do is pick up first downs and control the clock and keep the ball out of Christian County's hands.
I think you hit on a big key there. Keep control of the ball and not fumble it. Turnovers would be big against a highly rated team like Christian County. So keep the turnovers down, do what you can, and don't have a lot of 3 and outs. I know Coach Barnes has been said early in the year that's the one thing we've got to stay away from tonight are a lot of 3 and outs. On the flip side of that, Christian County comes in with a player that's in the running for Kentucky Mr. Football in Colby Lange. He's a big kid, played for Christian County. This is his 4th year as a starter, and he'll pass the 10,000-yard mark this season. So Caldwell County has really got their hands full with this big kid, although last year he had a couple of Division I receivers. That's what Christian County had to replace, and we've got a really good secondary we'll talk about in the next set, but Colby Lange is the big threat for Caldwell County tonight.
And Colby comes in, what's really ironic about his situation is that being as big as he is and as experienced he is, really almost no schools are after him. There's only one school that's offered him. That's Eastern Kentucky University, which is surprising in that you would think more schools would have put an offer in front of him where he would have to pick between 4, 5, 6, 7 schools.
Right.
So that's a surprising stat, but he will be in the pocket. He will be a force. Big kid, can see over the line of scrimmage. Last year, a mediocre game, I would say, what he had those great receivers last year, and this year, Christian County just graduates and then they reload, similar to what the Tigers do, but they've got something I heard this morning on the Gator DT show, 90-some-odd kids on their team. They brought something like 55, 58 tonight, so
wow.
They've got depth at home, and some of those extra 30 to 35 we got left home, are going to emerge as a player. So we just got to play well, play smart. I think whoever wins the turnover battle tonight will win the football game.
All right, that's the look at our offense tonight in our McGregor Group Heating and Air pregame show. We're going to take a break, come back and look at the defenses for both teams, and we'll do that in 2 minutes. So stay tuned. You're listening to Tiger Football here on WPKY 103.3.
Mobile Deposit is here. This is Mona Van Hooser with First Southern National Bank, and our new mobile app is loaded with extra features, including mobile deposit. Now you can use your smartphone's camera to deposit checks on the go. Just endorse, point, click, and send. Download our new mobile app and try it today. First Southern National Bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?
Yeah, I'll take a small Coke.
And I'll have a large, please.
You can get any size Coke for just $1, right?
So a small Coke is just $1?
Uh-huh.
And the large is just $1?
Yeah. Are you guys okay?
You just blew our different size minds. Sorry, you got excited again.
It's nice getting any size bang for your buck. So come into McDonald's and get an ice cold, delicious any size Coke for just $1. A la carte only. Price and participation may vary.
McGregor Group Heating and Air, we are so proud to be a part of this community. We want to thank you for the opportunity to serve you for all of your heating and air needs. McGregor Group Heating and Air specializes in residential, new construction, and light commercial installations, also servicing most makes and models. We offer fast service with polite and friendly staff. We provide our customers with the peace of mind by offering the best warranties in the industry, along with high-quality products. McGregor Group Heating and Air is located at 960 Varmint Trace here in Princeton. Give us a call today at 270-896-5044. We're the company that you can take comfort in.
The dawn days of summer have arrived, but at Fredonia Valley Bank, the weather does not slow us down. We are continually finding ways to make your banking easy and accessible through mobile banking, internet banking, phone transfers, and even more. So yes, you can beat the heat with the touch of your fingertips.
We love seeing our customers, but when it's this hot out, you may find modern technology the way to take care of your finances and free up your valuable time. Come by today and let Fredonia Valley Bank introduce you to some of our new banking products, and let us show you how your money can work for you. Fredonia Valley Bank, 602 Cassidy Avenue in Fredonia, and 226 Commerce Street in Edible. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
And welcome back to Tiger Stadium. It is opening night action as Caldwell County takes on Christian County tonight here at Tiger Stadium. The pregame show is brought to you by McGregor Group Heating and Air, owned and operated by Javen McGregor. McGregor Group can take care of all of your heating and air needs, including installations for new construction, replacements, repairs, and maintenance. And they also offer high-quality products and have a highly qualified staff to get the job done right the first time. Visit them at 950 Varmint Trace Road or call 270-896-5044 today. That's the McGregor Group in Princeton. And Bob, we are glad to have Javen and his business on with us in the pregame show here for the season. And Javen, we appreciate your sponsorship with us tonight.
And we do welcome Javen to the football broadcast. A great young man and an excellent company that he has started, and you can depend on Javen to get the job done. Defense.
Well, defense. That's our bright spot. Now, usually it's all about the offense, or it has been historically here the last several years at Caldwell County. People are used to us putting up 60 points a game or even 80 against Callaway County a few years back. This year, the focus and the highlight is probably on the defense as we bring back a defense that's led by the likes of Cole Baker on the line. You've got Hunter Van Hoosier leading a great group of linebackers, and you've got a couple of shutdown corners in Trell and Jameer Riley. So the defense is stout. There's not a hole in the defense that we can think of.
Well, and it's been together for at least 2 years, and some of these kids have started as freshmen. A couple of the linebackers did. I know Cole Baker did. So it is our strength, and if we can get some type of pressure on Christian County's quarterback with our corners and our deep guy, Gabe East and Dylan Cavanaugh, being back there, they all have great hands and quickness and speed. If Langey's not accurate tonight, he could be throwing some interceptions, which we hope that he does. I'm not sure how strong our defensive line, Cole Baker, sometimes will play at the nose, whether they've got him in an assignment tonight. We'll wait and see on that, but our strength definitely are our linebackers and their pursuit of the football, Dennis. So whatever weaknesses we have that Christian County exploits tonight, that's only going to be good for us in the future.
And, Bob, we're about to play the national anthem, so we'll take a pause here, go back to the station, and be right back. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
Heating and cooling your home make up the biggest part of your monthly energy bill. But you can save up to 10% by doing a few simple things. During warm weather, set your thermostat at 78 degrees Fahrenheit. And during cool weather, set the thermostat at 68 degrees Fahrenheit. And no matter what the climate or time of year, proper use of a programmable thermostat and save you 10% of your monthly energy bill. A Comfort Zone reminder from the folks at Betty Lyle Electric, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Planters Bank, located at 208 North Jefferson Street, is locally owned and operated with a strong, sincere focus on customer service. Planters Bank has a diverse team of seasoned professionals in Western Kentucky and Clarksville, Tennessee. Since first opening their doors, Planters Bank has made a name for itself as an energetic player in the financial services market. Stop by and talk to the friendly folks at Planters and find out about the You Choose Rewards program. Planters Bank, member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Porter Gas Company is a full-service local and family-owned propane company offering services in Princeton, Cadiz, Madisonville, and Murray. Right now, Porter Gas is offering specials on propane. Porter Gas offers Holland and Napoleon grills, Dixie choppers, and they also have Red Max weed eaters. Contact Porter Gas Company today for all of your residential, commercial, and agriculture propane needs. Porter Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
And welcome back to Tiger Stadium. This is the McGregor Group Heating and Air pregame show. Dennis Stevens along with Bob Hayes with you tonight. Bob, we got caught a little off guard by the national anthem there, but that's fine. The band did a great job. And just a note on the band, we're going to try to highlight those kids at halftime every week here when we're at Tiger Stadium. and see the progression they make from tonight all the way through to their concert season, to their marching season preparation as that comes up a few weeks from now. So good luck to those kids, because we've said it in the past, they work every bit as hard as these players do.
Yeah, and just another comment on the band, and it's what we've seen here in our 3 years that we've been doing this. They've improved each year. They've got a lot of esprit de corps, a lot of interest, a lot of students in the band, and they work hard.
They really do. Taking a look, let's go back to that defense a little bit. Caldwell County's strength, early on this season at least, is going to be the defense. The one thing that's going to be tough, and you mentioned it a little bit earlier in the pregame show, Coach Barnes generally does not have to play players two ways. But this year you've got the likes of Trail and Jameer Riley. Dylan Gray is going to play both ways. Gabe East could at times. Dylan Kavanaugh could even see some time both ways. Plus you have a transfer student that Caleb Burden has saw some time at a fullback last week in the scrimmage. So some of these players, a lot of them are going to play both ways. It'll be a matter of keeping them rested as best you can, especially early on in this August heat.
And that's the key, is how many breaks we get. I'm not sure. I know there's oftentimes this heat index is something you have to be aware of, but we've heard nothing that's anywhere near proportions to stall the start of the game, slow it down. So, and I feel like our kids have been practicing in this weather and should be really in good shape, but they still have to have breaks. I'm sure probably a couple water breaks tonight in addition to the regular timeouts. And again, we haven't talked about Christian County's defense, Dennis, but obviously they gave last year Bowling Green, who won the 5A championship,
right,
they gave them their two toughest games throughout the whole season. So Christian County just beat us by 20 last year. We were in that game until late in the third quarter when we made a mistake, and they went ahead and won the game by 20. But Bowling Green could only beat them by 15 to 20 points at both times they played. So,
and two of Christian County's 3 losses last year against Bowling Green.
Exactly, and so to again inform our listeners, we're not opening with a slouch opponent tonight, as most people who follow football here in Western Kentucky will know. So, but Christian County does have a young man on defense that has already committed to Purdue University, Corey Trice, a 6'5", 200-pound senior, and he plays the free safety position. So obviously he has a lot of ability, major college recruit, and they cover the fields, and I'm sure their corners are quick and fast, just like our corners. So we just can't be sloppy on our side of the ball with passing, as Lange can't be sloppy on the other side with his passing.
Absolutely. Corey Trice, it's going to be hard to throw away from him because he's going to have some free range out there, especially with his speed. He's going to be hard to catch out of position, being a senior signed with Purdue. So it's going to be important for Jaggers to stay away from him as much as possible, or make sure his receiver is wide open before he goes in the way of Corey Trice.
And looking at the Christian County defense, they have 10 seniors on the defensive side of the ball. So
wow.
I'm sure most of those kids have been there either as a reserve last year or a starter. So we're not going up against an inexperienced defense by any measure.
And if I understood Ty right, was it mentioned this morning in the DT and Gator show, 28 seniors made the trip tonight with Christian County, so a very experienced team. One of the reasons they're ranked number 2 in 5A. I mean, that plays a big difference in how these kids play, how they're perceived by the early voting. Even though it is early voting, we saw a lot of the preseason stuff last year. It took 3 or 4 weeks before it all kind of filtered out and teams started sliding into the places where they really ought to be ranked. But a highly ranked Christian County team. I'll tell you what, Bob, let's take just another 2-minute break real quick, then we'll be back to wrap up this pregame show and get set for kickoff. This is the McGregor Group Heating and Air pregame show. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
Princeton Drug Company, 103 West Main in Princeton, proudly features low-cost prescriptions and friendly service. Princeton Drug offers in-town delivery, in-store pickup, or a convenient drive-through window. Princeton Drug has a wide selection of Christian greeting cards for every occasion. Princeton Drug is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and on Saturday from 8:30 to 2:30. No deliveries on Saturday. Princeton Drug, 103 West Main Street, Princeton. Phone 365-5585.
Get together for a wonderful shopping experience to remember in downtown Princeton during the total solar eclipse. Fantas gatherings will stay open later in the afternoon and will be open Sunday afternoon and all day Monday. Come enjoy this once-in-a-lifetime event on Main Street in Princeton. It's perfect viewing in downtown Princeton, and Sandra's Gatherings, located in the heart of Princeton, is filled with loads of shopping ideas just for you. Stop by Sandra's Gatherings on Main Street in Princeton and experience the total solar eclipse and a wonderful shopping experience. Sandra's Gatherings on Main Street in Princeton.
This is Holly Van Hooser with the Woodall Agency in Princeton, Kentucky. Are you wanting the best options that meet your needs? If so, call our friendly and professional agents who are just a phone call away at 365-5541 or visit our website, woodallagency.com. We will give you a free quote for your home, auto, or even your business. We will get back with you on the best options that meet your needs. Our office is located at 110 West Washington Street. Call Woodall, y'all.
Hey, Ty, did you know that Cozy's Living in Cheers has new owners? No, I didn't. I was so impressed when I was in there. They have items for everybody. Furniture, boutique, and gifts. Do they have baby items? Yes, and a registry. One thing that impressed me the absolute most was they offer veterans and first responders always 10% off. That is impressive. And you've got to meet their adorable mascot, Jake. He is a golden doodle. I'm definitely going to go by today. Where are they located? 235 Northville Drive, right next to the bowling alley. Cozy living, just like a home should be.
We are back to Tiger Stadium. It's almost kickoff time. You're listening to the McGregor Group Heating and Air pregame show. Bob, the team is in the tunnel. The kids are out for the coin toss on the field, and I'll let you pick out that, and then we'll go to the prayer.
Okay, the coin toss has just been held, and Caldwell County won the toss and elected to defer to the second half. So Caldwell will kick off from the west end zone. Christian County will be receiving in the eastern side of the field, and we're just about ready. We're just about a minute to kick off, and we'll turn it back over to Dennis.
And Bob, I know Javen won't care at all for us doing this. Usually right after the coin toss each week we have a prayer, so we'll do that now and then close the pregame show out. Lord, we ask your blessing and your protection on all the kids that take the field tonight, whether it's a player, a cheerleader, a band member, or whatever. We just ask that you grant them the protection they need to keep free from injury and to give them the grace over the efforts that they put forth this week and every week as they prepare for these Friday nights. And it's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
And absolutely, we want to wish these young men a lot of success tonight, a lot of sportsmanship and it all starts with the prayer, both teams engaging in prayer before the game.
And that's going to do it for our pregame show tonight. We want to thank Javen McGregor for joining the Tiger broadcast as our pregame show sponsor. McGregor Group Heating and Air is owned and operated by Javen McGregor, and he can take care of all of your heating and air needs, including installations for new construction, replacements, repairs, and maintenance. They offer high-quality products, and they have a highly qualified staff. They'll get the job right the first time. So give them a call. Visit them on 950 Varmint Trace or call 270-896-5044 today. That's the McGregor Group Heating and Air in Princeton. Caldwell County's coming out of the tunnel. Brand new uniforms, Bob, and they are carrying a couple of jerseys in memory of a couple of players that passed away last season and during the off season this past winter. So a classy note to the Tigers, as always, as they were able to do that coming out of the tunnel tonight. Big crowd on hand. The clock is down to zeros. We're ready for the kickoff tonight. Bob, any comments before we get this one going?
No, we are ready for football. Great show of kids here tonight. The stands here on this side are full. Christian County with a large contingent across the field from us, and the two young men whose jerseys were brought onto the field were De'Aaron Hamilton and Avery Warfield, who lost their life tragically last year in a great display of team and sportsmanship, team camaraderie. Tigers just concluding a team prayer down in front of their bench, and we're set for football action here, Dennis.
Bob, it's going to be a fun year. We've got a tough schedule. Nobody's ever accused Caldwell County playing one of those cupcake schedules, like you said, to start a basketball season by a lot of colleges. You've got 5A Christian County right off the bat, 5A Graves County, 4A Hopkinsville in the first 3 weeks before you start getting into district play. So a pretty good gauntlet to run the first 3 weeks.
It's something that you can only improve if some teams expose weaknesses. You get a chance to work on them the next 7 days, improve, and by the time we get into district play, we hope we have a lot of those weaknesses overcompensated for and that. And one thing we did mention, we got no Mitchell Scott with us this year on the kicking program. We got Boyce Nichols, who will be set to kick this ball off. And Boyce not only will be the kickoff, but he'll also be doing our extra points and field goals. And we're just about ready for the start of the game, and to take us to play-by-play, here is Tiger sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. The ball is teed at the 40. I can get out of the chair now that the pregame is over. Stand for the game. Kick is up in the air. It's a good kick to start this one out. It's going to drive Christian County all the way back in the end zone. It'll be a touchback and a great start right off the bat for that kicking team. Special teams for Caldwell County looking good early. Christian County will take over at the 20, 1st and 10, and they will head toward the Marion Road end here at Tiger Stadium. Strong defense on the field for Caldwell County. I don't know if we mentioned the new uniforms during the pregame show. Caldwell County decked out in new uniforms with white pants. They've never had white pants as far back as I can remember, so something new for the Tigers. Colby Lange at quarterback for Christian County. He'll have one back in the backfield, 2 receivers each side. He'll put one in motion, hand off quickly, and hit and brought down for a loss. And it looked like number 63 and 63 on the new roster, Devin Kilgore with a big tackle. It's a 5-yard loss right off the bat for Christian County as Kilgore broke through that line. Christian County brought the player in motion, took the handoff. Kilgore in the backfield waiting to meet him. 5-yard drop. 2nd down and 15 for Christian County. 3 receivers to the right for County. They hand off up the middle. He's off across the 20, 25, and up close to the 27-yard line. So a pretty good gain on the run by Christian County. It'll bring up 3rd down, and let's call it 3rd down and 3 for the Colonels. I think that was Van Hoosier on the tackle for Caldwell County.
And that was just a quick opener right up the right side, and the hole opened pretty good for a 12-yard run on that play.
So a big 3rd down play early for Christian County. Lange under center on this one. Handoff is to the second back through. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, breaks a tackle, and it's going to be close to a 1st down.
And he'll pick it up. They're going to mark it.
Yeah, he's going to mark him across the 30. They had him stopped about 2 yards shy, but he was able to bounce off a tackle, get up across the 30 to the 31. So it will be a 1st down for Christian County.
And you're right, Dennis. We had him in the backfield for maybe a yard, 2-yard loss, and he just kept turning those legs and able to get free and pick up the 3 yards he needed.
So 2 receivers split each way. Lange yet to throw the ball for Christian County. Now he drops back, looks this way, in and out of the hands at the 40. Nice coverage by Van Hoosier right at the 40. I think Van Hoosier got a hand on that ball.
He did get his hand on the ball, knocked it out of the receiver's hand. Lange on target with that pass.
And Lange's so tall in that backfield, Bob, that he's able to see up well over that line. That ball was on a rope, but good coverage by Hunter Van Hoosier. I would say he's probably the leading tackler coming back this year. Snap is back, handoff, and the flags go down. It looked like Christian County snapped that one before they were set.
Illegal procedure, I'm sure. Yes.
And it is against Christian County. That'll back them up. That play looked broken from the beginning, and that's why they were not set on that line. Ball spotted on the 26. 2nd down and 15 for the Colonels. They're going to bring 3 receivers to the near sideline, 1 split far side. Coverage on the far side by Trail Riley. Lange in the backfield with 1 back. Snap is back. He looks to this side. 3 receivers over here. Flag down. Incomplete at the 43-yard line, but we'll see what the flag is on the play. Flag thrown by the side judge right about the 29-yard line. They're talking it over on the field. And it's procedure again against Christian County. It's going to be declined with the incomplete pass, so that'll bring up 3rd down and long now for Christian County. Bob, I know it's early, but the defensive backs and linebackers for Caldwell County look like they're really focused on this first drive.
We've covered those receivers well on the 2 pass plays that they've attempted. So far, Lange is 0 for 2.
Lange in the shotgun with 3 receivers to his right side. 1 receiver near side. Snap is back. He's going to look to the sidelines. Complete at the 35 and hit. Pile moves up to about the 37-yard line. It's going to be short of a first down. Van Hoosier in on the tackle again. They'll mark it at the 37-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down and about a long, we'll call it a long 2. And the punt team comes out for Christian County, so a nice stand by that Caldwell County defense on the first possession by Christian County.
That's what we want for them to, they didn't go 3 and out, but they went 6 and out.
Christian County in punt formation. Deep is Trail Riley for Caldwell County. Flags down on the play. Not much of a kick.
And I think Christian County moved again prior to the snap.
Little happy feet again by Christian County. So the 3rd penalty so far tonight against the Colonels. They'll back them up 5 yards and try this punt again. That punt did not come off of the kicker's leg very well on that first attempt either, Paul. Or
no,
Bob.
he was under pressure too as well.
Trail Riley is back at about the 30-yard line. But I'm sure he's anticipating after that first kick, maybe he's going to have to come up a little bit. Snap is back. It's a high snap. He gets the kick off. It's going to bounce, and they're going to get away from that one, let it roll. It'll roll inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. And Joby Jaggers and his offense for Caldwell County, he'll get the first crack at the season as a starting quarterback. And they'll take over at the 27, 1st and 10, Caldwell County. Bob, nice job by that defense on that first possession. That's just about what you look for. Lange was able to get some quick passes off, but good coverage by those linebackers and defensive backs.
Exactly, and another crucial series coming up here. It's always good to have some success on your first drive. Christian County did not have that.
Jaggers with the ball. He's going to swing it out this way, in and out of the hands of number 2, Jameer Riley, on a little swing pass. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Caldwell County. And over the course of this ball game, we'll get an idea of how far that offensive line has come in their preparation for this game, because Christian County, although not huge, they are very quick on that defensive line. Empty backfield for Jaggers. He goes and complete to Newsom. Newsom's going to get up near the 35-yard line. Travis Newsom with a good curl route. Came back, picked it up. We'll mark it at the 34-yard line, 3rd down and 3 for Caldwell County. Empty backfield again for Jaggers. He takes a snap, quickly looks this way, now tucks and runs. He's going to be close to the first down. We'll see where the spot is. Everybody covered for Caldwell County. Jaggers had to tuck it, went up the middle, and they are going to call an official timeout. It looks like he's a little bit short from our vantage point, Bob, but I don't know if they're going to measure.
I think we had a little injury. Number 75.
That's a Luke Stallings.
Is coming off.
And number 77 going back in. 77 is Noah McGowan, 6'3", 200-pound freshman. And it is 4th down for Caldwell County. Very short, 4th and 1. But the punting team is going to come on. Looks like Jameer Riley is going to handle punting duties for Caldwell County this year. There was some competition between Jameer, Trail, and Ben Holt, I think, was in the mix a little bit also. Snap is back. Kick is up. Wobbly kick towards the sideline. It's going to hit out of bounds at the 39, 30, let's see where he marks it at, doing a little dance on the sideline. 39 was right the first time. The official went back to the 37 and came back. So Christian County will take over after a very short opening possession by Caldwell County. About a yard away from keeping that drive going, but good coverage by Christian County. Jaggers had to tuck and run up the middle, came up about a yard short, so Lange will put it in play for Christian County. High formation by the Colonels. Deep back gets the handoff. He's trying to swing it to the right. Good coverage. Again, Hunter Van Hoosier in on the tackle. Also over there, number 22 for Caldwell County. That's Gabe East in the mix. Number 3, Dylan Cavanaugh, also in for Caldwell County. Bob, the defense strung that one out well to the far side. No gain for Christian County. 2nd down and 10.
A host of Tiger tacklers on that play. The play didn't develop quickly enough, and we had 5, 6, 7 guys around the ball.
One receiver near side for Christian County. Handoff, and he's going to be hit in the backfield. Still on his feet, but digging now. He's going to be thrown down, and he may get marked at the 36-yard line, but good breakthrough on that line by Caldwell County. Kilgore again on the tackle. Kilgore's having a whale of a night in this first quarter. We've got 6:47 left in the first. We've called Kilgore's name 2 or 3 times so far tonight. Devin Kilgore, a 5'11", 185-pound sophomore.
Excellent game so far by that young man. Quick and gets through there.
3rd down and long for Christian County as they have it just over the 35. Lange goes to the air. It's in and out of the hands of Van Hoosier. And I'm sure Hunter would like one more crack at that one. Lange hit him in the numbers as Van Hoosier was in coverage. Van Hoosier in the early running for defensive player of the game tonight, Bob. He's been in on some tackles, almost had his first interception of the season. So that'll bring Trell Riley out. He'll take his spot at around the 35 for Caldwell County. Christian County snap back high, but they get it down. Punt is up. This one's going to be, I think Trell thought about receiving. It takes a big Christian County bounce inside the 20, and they'll mark it down at the 18-yard line. Little indecisiveness on Trell's part right there, I think, cost us several yards, Bob.
Yeah, 15, at least 15 yards, maybe more. He felt that Christian County lead defender coming down on him and just didn't want to risk anything.
And probably when he's indecisive like that, he made the right call. Let it bounce. Go ahead and take whatever field position you get instead of forcing or taking a chance on a turnover that deep in your own territory. So Jaggers comes out, 2 receivers each way. Handoff is to Gray. Gray's going to get up near the 19-yard line, maybe a pickup of 1, if anything. Not much there for Dylan Gray. And it's looking right into that sun. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for Caldwell County. 2-back set. Flea flicker ball on the ground now. Jameer Riley picks it up, and he's going to be thrown for a loss. Tried to reverse. The ball hit the ground in the backfield, so Caldwell County is going to lose about 4 yards on the play. We'll call it spotted at the 14-yard line.
Was that Trail on the carry then?
Trail was trying to hand off to Jameer. The ball hit the ground, and now Caldwell County is going to jump off sides, it looks like.
And Jameer, did he pick it up? I couldn't tell.
Jameer did pick it up and tried to make something out of it. The ball's going to, the call's going against, y'all won't need it till halftime. The flag, I'm sorry, was talking to Darren a little bit back there. The flag was against Christian County, so Caldwell got a few yards. Now Jaggers is flush. He's going to bring it to the sideline, looks, and wanted to throw. Now he's going to run out of bounds at about the 20. So 3rd down and long for Caldwell County. Let's see if there's a flag on the play. The official has play held up at the 20. Penalty is against Caldwell County, and that'll be declined. Ball spotted right on the 24th down now for Caldwell County, and Riley will drop back to punt. Bob, a very tough son to look into at that angle of the field. Riley goes over, low line drive kick, bounces off a Christian County player, look like Caldwell County covers it. And they are calling Christian County ball, but it really looked like it bounced off of that back for Christian County.
It certainly looked like it to me.
Wow, this was right under our vantage point, and it really looked like it bounced off the legs of a Christian County defender who was, or punt team unit that was backpedaling. The official quick on the call, gave it to Christian County, so they'll start this possession in Caldwell territory at the Tiger 49-yard line. Almost a big break there for Caldwell County on the punt. Not much of a punt. I don't think it got much over 6 or 7 feet high the whole way. So Lange's in the backfield with 2 receivers each way. Handoff to his back. Gets across the line of scrimmage, up across the 45 down to about the 43-yard line. Will Bashir on the tackle for Caldwell County. I think that was Dion Level with the carry for Christian County. Ball spotted at the 45. Pick up a 4, so 2nd and 6 for Christian. No score so far, 4:23 left in the first quarter. Lange, 3 receivers to the right, hand off to Level again, gets up across the 45, picks his way across the 40, and it looks like they'll spot this one as a first down. Spot should be around the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for Christian County on the carry. Not a lot of pass attempts for somebody with a Mr. Football candidacy, but they are picking some holes on that line right now on this drive. 1st down and 10 at the 37 of Caldwell County. Lange hands off again to Level. This time he's tackled after a short gain. It looked like number 4, and that is Caleb Burden, the transfer from Trigg County. Cole Baker also in on the hit for the Tigers. There was no gain on the play, so they spotted it 2nd and 10.
And so far, Dennis, Lange has 1 out of 4, not been very sharp so far tonight, passing-wise.
That's 3 or 4 straight carries for Level. Level in the backfield again, fakes a handoff now. Lange goes over the left edge, incomplete. Double coverage there by Gray and Van Hoosier. 3rd down and 10 now for Christian County. And so far, nothing up the field. I don't know if Christian County is not seeing anything where they want to try to take advantage of a long throw. But all Lange's passes have been within 10 yards. Big 3rd down for Christian County. Now he looks down the field, tipped away by number 1, Trail Riley. Good job by Riley, read that one well. There were 3 Tigers in the area. Lange not afraid to try to thread a needle, but that one didn't get threaded as Riley able to get a hand in and knock that one down. Brings up a big 4th down now for Christian County. Lange coming back on the field. Looks like Christian County is going to go for it on 4th down. Big down here early for Caldwell County. Level in the backfield. 2 receivers each way for Christian. Lange calls a signal, takes a snap. He drops back. He's got time. Now he's being flushed a little bit. He's having a run, roll to his left. Ball up and complete at the 25-yard line. Still on his feet and tackled, but it's going to be a 1st down at the 25-yard line for Christian County. And that's the strength of Colby Lange, being chased and having to roll to his left. Left-handed quarterback had to throw back across the field just slightly. It was complete, and it is a 1st down for the Colonels at the Tiger 25-yard line. We're under 3 minutes to play in the first quarter, no score. Three receivers set on the far side. One to the near, level with the handoff up the middle. He's got a good run going down to the 15, close to the 10-yard line.
And that hole really opened. Excellent blocking by Christian County on that right side, their right side.
Dylan Cavanaugh on the tackle, but not until after a big gain all the way down to the Tiger 12-yard line. First and 10, just outside the 10 for the Colonels. Play kept alive on a big 4th and 10 play by Christian County. Now 1st and 10, Colonels. Three receiver bunch to the right, one receiver to the left. And it looks like somebody jumped, flags down. And it's going to be offsides, Caldwell County. So this will put the ball inside the 10 now. Spotted down just outside the 8-yard line. 1st and 5 for the Colonels. Caldwell County's defense really has to stand up here. Lange now puts three receivers spread out to the left side, one to the right, handoff to level. He's hit. Nice play there. Number 4, Caleb Burden in on the tackle. I think Van Hoosier in there to help a little bit, or was that Bashir? Bashir in on the tackle also.
So no.
They may have lost a yard on the play. Now it looks like they're still spotted at the 8, so no gain on the play. Good job by Burden. Penetration was good on that one. He was able to hit that running back, hit level just about the time he took the handoff. Empty backfield for Christian County. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Lange keeps it, gets up across the 5. Let's see what they spotted. Cole Baker on the tackle. Ball spotted at the 4-yard line. 3rd down and 1 from the 4. Big down here for Caldwell County. Although you got to think the way they've been running the ball so far, it might be a 2-down territory.
I would think if I'm Christian County, I'm keeping the ball on the ground.
Big halfback in for Christian County. Lange keeps it, puts his nose down. Looks like he didn't get in the end zone, but it looks like he got the 1st down. We'll see where the spot is, but he picked up, it looked like he easily picked up a yard.
It does look like to be a 1st down for the Colonels.
See where they spotted. It is 1st and goal for Christian County.
We'll mark it at the 2 or at the 1.
That's going to be about the 1-yard line. They gave him a really good spot. I thought he picked up enough for the 1st, but ball.
He just about got it in the end zone.
Just about in. It's inside the 1 as Lange comes up to the line. And his keeper, let's see if they keep him out. No signal yet. Touchdown now by the far side. It is touchdown Christian County as they get on the board with 23 seconds left in the 1st quarter. Lange goes, what, about 6'6"? I think that's about what he's listed at. Able to stretch that one across, so that puts Christian County on the board first. Defensive 1st quarter here at Tiger Stadium. The Colonels will line up for the extra point attempt. Snap is back, down, kick is up, and looks good. And is. So with 23 seconds left in the 1st quarter, Christian County has taken the early lead. It's the Colonel 7, Caldwell nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
It's that time of year again. Soon leaves will be falling. Football and deer season is right around the corner. When those little critters get stirring around, sometimes our vehicles get in their way. When that happens, Tri-Shoes Incorporated hopes you remember our body shop to get you back on the road. We offer free process that is guaranteed as long as you own your vehicle, and certified technicians that together offer 120 years of combined experience. We keep rental vehicles readily available, so even if your car is out of commission, you don't have to be. Tri-Shoes Incorporated, Highway 91 North in Princeton.
And we're back here at Tiger Stadium as Christian County has put the first points on the board of the season. It's the Colonels 7 and Caldwell nothing. Bob, a nice stand by Caldwell County's defense in this first quarter so far, but a big fourth down play for Christian County kept a drive going, and they were able to capitalize on a short 1-yard run by Colby Lange.
And that's obviously Christian County's best offensive play pass-wise. They got Lange out of the pocket, enough action unfolding downfield that he spotted a wide-open receiver and was able to get him the ball. But when he's been back in the pocket, he's not been very effective so far tonight.
So the Tigers set to receive the kick. Jameer Riley and Trail Riley back. Kick is up. It's going to be received by Trail Riley at the 10-yard line. He's up across the 15, dodges out to the 20, turns up the field 25-30, and goes out of bounds across the 30. So the Tigers will get decent starting field position, Bob, and I'm going to turn it over to you for just a second. I think sun's gone down far enough I can take the sunglasses off.
It will be the Tiger ball at the Tiger as soon as the officials mark it. Marked at the 29-yard line.
29-yard line, so a good return by Trail Riley from the 10, picked up 19 on the return. Jaggers will come to the line with Gray in the backfield. 3 receivers out to the far side. And a handoff is to Dylan Gray. Good job by Dylan. Gets up across the 35 to about the 36-yard line.
And they will mark it at the 36. Longest run tonight for the Tigers of 7 yards.
And that'll end the first quarter of play. After one, it's Christian County 7, Caldwell County nothing. We'll be back for second quarter action in a minute. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
Welcome to Princeton, Kentucky, all Eclipse viewers. We at Little Caesars Pizza would like to extend a very warm welcome to our town. Whether you are staying here or just passing through, stop by our restaurant at 204 US 62 West Princeton. Although we are famous for our $5 pepperoni or cheese pizza, we also offer a full range of pizza options. Thin, hand-tossed, deep dish, and cheese-stuffed crust, as well as all the meats and veggies to top off your perfect pizza. Our other menu options include chicken wings, buffalo barbecue, lemon pepper, teriyaki, spicy barbecue, and garlic parmesan, crazy bread, our version of breadsticks, only better, and cheese bread, cinnamon and bacon bites, and Pepsi products in 20-ounce bottles or ice-cold 2 liters. We will deliver for large orders. Call the store for more details. 270-365-3311. Pizza, pizza!
It's going to be a fantastic weekend at Echo Charlie's at Eddy Creek Marina. Come on down and enjoy a great meal in the fun atmosphere with a fantastic view. Come on down for the eclipse. Some of the best viewing sites on the lake are at Echo Charlie's at Eddy Creek Marina. Echo Charlie's is going to have a breakfast buffet Saturday, Sunday, and Monday morning. They also have bands all weekend. The Joel Brown Band will perform on Saturday, August 19th, followed by Vintage Station Band on August 20th, and the Justin Reynolds Band on Eclipse Day, Monday, August 21st. It's a great dining experience and a relaxed atmosphere with a great view awaits you at Echo Charlie's at Eddy Creek Marina.
And we are back to Tiger Stadium. We had 2nd and 3, but Dylan Gray took the carry and has got thrown for a loss. Ball spotted back at the 32-yard line. 3rd down and about 7 for the Tigers. Jaggers in the backfield, one back. He's going to drop back, get some pressure. Pass over to a wide open Gray. He gets up across the 40. It'll be a first down for Caldwell County. And a Little Caesars first down for the Tigers on the pass from Jaggers to Gray. Gray wide open in the flat, Bob. I'm sure somebody missed an assignment, or that was the blitzing lineman for Christian County that had Gray, left him wide open. Snap is back. Jaggers looks down the field high, reeled in by Jameer Riley. He holds on to it, takes a hit in midair. Great catch, Jameer Riley. And Jaggers put that one on the money.
Beautiful throw. 16 pass for Jameer.
Another Little Caesars first down for Caldwell County. It's 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 43-yard line. Jaggers drops back, has some pressure. Complete to Jameer Riley. He gets up across the 40. Bumps down to the 30, about the 36-yard line is where they're going to spot that one. And, Bob, we talked about that a little bit in the pregame. Jameer and Trail both, when they catch the ball, it's the yards after the catch that sets them apart because they have some great moves and quickness. 3 receivers set to the far side. Handoff is to Gray, gets up across the 30, and he's down near the 25-yard line, just shy of the 25. Another Little Caesars first down for Caldwell County. Tigers quickly back to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers each side. You got Newsom and Trail Riley near side. Jaggers looks this way, wants to go towards the end zone. It's complete to Jameer Riley at the 5-yard line. And you got to give Jameer Riley some credit. He's going up in traffic, knowing he's going to take a lick as soon as he catches that ball. He's able to hold on to a couple of tough catches. 1st and goal for Caldwell County from the 5. Little Caesars first down. Jaggers quickly back. Handoff is to Trail Riley. He's going to try to take it wide. He's going to be thrown for a loss all the way back to the 11-yard line, it looks like.
One thing I think we've learned early on that play, we don't want to run wide on Christian County.
No, they've got the speed to string that out, and they did a good job that time. 2nd and goal, ball spotted back at the 11-yard line for Caldwell County. 10 minutes left in the first half. Jaggers with the pass over the middle. Touchdown, Caldwell County. Jameer Riley wide open in the end zone. Caldwell County puts 6 on the board for the first time this season, and they're an extra point away from tying this one up at 7. Tigers score with 10:01 left in the first half. Jaggers to Jameer Riley.
Beautiful pass and just on the mark.
Boyce Nichols in for the extra point attempt. Snap is back, down, kick is up, and looks like it's good. So with 10:01 left in the second quarter, it's Caldwell County 7, Christian County 7. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
Have you or a loved one been discharged from the hospital but not quite recovered enough to go home? Caldwell Medical Center Swing Bed Program is the answer you are looking for. Caldwell Medical Center Swing Bed Program can help patients that are recovering from stroke, joint repair replacement, IV therapy, post-hospitalization pain management, wound or major surgery, acute physical or occupational therapy. Call 270-365-0300 to see if Caldwell Medical Center Swing Bed Program is right for you. Caldwell Medical Center, located 100 Medical Center Drive in Princeton.
Back to Tiger Stadium. Joby Jaggers to Jameer Riley has tied this game up at 7. And, Bob, that drive probably did as much, not only tied the score, but did equally as much for the confidence of Joby Jaggers.
Oh, it was a huge drive for the young man and his confidence. All his passes were on the mark. Great, as you mentioned, Jameer making some great catches out there on that drive.
Yeah, he went up a couple of times in some traffic, knew he was going to get a lick in the ribs, able to hold on to the ball and come down with it. Wide open, though, on the touchdown catch in the end zone. So it's 7-all with 10:01 left in the first half. Nichols set the ball up on the 40, and Christian County is set to receive. Caldwell kicking towards the Marion Road end here at Tiger Stadium. Kick is in the air. This one will be fielded and bobbled back at the goal line, picked up and went back into the end zone. So it'll be a touchback. Christian County will take over at the 20-yard line. Nichols doing a good job early on these kickoffs too, Bob.
An excellent kickoff, and too bad that that ball went back in the zone because I don't believe he could have got it back to the 20-yard line.
If you can keep a team as fast as Christian County from being able to take any chances on returns, that's a big plus so far. Nichols 2 for 2 on that. Lange comes out with one back in the backfield. I think that's level in the backfield. Lange looks to the far sideline. It's complete at the 20, but great coverage there by the Tigers. You've got Cole Baker in. Let's see who else was that over there. 24, Dylan Gray. Good coverage by Van Hoosier Gray. Cole Baker, loss on the play, is going to bring up 2nd and 12 for Christian County. Loss of 2 on the completion. Ball at the 18-yard line, and very nice coverage by that Tiger defense. we knew coming in linebacker position was going to be a strength for this Tiger team, and so far they've lived up to the billing.
And again, passing from the pocket, he hasn't been that effective of not been able to get his guys open.
Lange drops back, still in the pocket. Now he's going to roll. He's going to get hit from behind and down. Cole Baker on the tackle. Let's see if they mark this one for a loss or maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 12. No gain on the play. Big hit there by Cole Baker. He fought the block off and was able to get to Lange. Lange fixed to unleash it down the field.
And Lange's lucky he didn't fumble that ball because it was hit from behind.
On his left side.
Susceptible to the strip, but Cole was just interested in getting him down.
So a big 3rd and long for Christian County, deep in their own territory. Lange back. He's going to drop back, look near side. Open. Complete at the 22. He might get to the...
He's only going to get to the 22.
22. Good tackle there. Number 3, Dylan Cavanaugh on the hit. So a good stand by Caldwell County. It's going to bring up 4th down and 8. They'll bring the punt unit out, and Trail Riley will drop back to about the 45-yard line for the Tigers.
Be nice not to fumble this and get a 15, 10-yard run back upfield.
Good chance for the Tigers to maybe start their possession in Christian County territory. Snap is back. Kick is up. A better kick by Christian County. This one's going to be fair caught at the Caldwell County 49-yard line. First really decent kick so far we've seen from Christian County. And Trail made the right decision. The coverage was good. Fair catch gives them great field position at their own 49-yard line. So Jaggers will come out 1st and 10 with 7:47 left in the first half. Stay tuned at halftime. Bob will have all the halftime stats. And something we're going to try to do this year, we're going to try to keep our live stream mostly on the band at halftime. So stay tuned for that. Empty backfield for Jaggers. 3 receivers to the near side. He's going to go far side. Ball tipped up and intercepted on the far sideline. A touchdown saving trip up over there by Trail Riley. Jaggers' pass was tipped, and it was tipped about 5 yards deeper, right into the hands of a Christian County defensive back. So the first turnover of the ball game gives the ball over to Christian County. And it's going to be spotted at the 44-yard line. Trail Riley saved a touchdown, Bob, because after the interception, the sideline was wide open. He was able to get over there, trip up the guy that made the interception, and save 6 points for Caldwell County.
And so far, that's the first turnover of the game, and Christian County's in Caldwell territory.
Level with the handoff. He's going to be met and digs down. Made quite a bit out of nothing as that ball is going to be spotted near the 40-yard line. Level, a senior at 5'8", 190, so not a small kid. Been tough to bring down so far tonight. 4 yards on the pickup, 2nd and 6 for the Colonels. Christian County, 3 receivers to the right side. Lange has 1 to the left. Level in the backfield. Handoff is to Level. He goes up the middle, big gain, and is down just outside the 30, tackled by Van Hoosier. Or Gabe East, rather, on the tackle. Level still on the ground. Took a pretty good hit. Flipped up over East. And Christian County will come out and check on Level. I think they're going to spot that one at the 32-yard line of Caldwell County. And Bob, the way they're looking at him, it appears, you hate to speculate, which we tried not to do, but it appears he may have gotten the wind knocked out of him.
He took a nice hit from Gabe East, and Gabe had him up in the air, and probably when he came down on his back. And well, it's definitely not anything about the leg area. It's winded.
Looks to be. So a big hand from the crowd as they pick up a first down on the play. Ball spotted at the Tiger 32-yard line. Score tied with 6:57 left in the first half, 7-7.
So far tonight, Dennis, as far as Caldwell County is concerned, Jameer Riley has 4 catches for a total of 56 yards and a touchdown to get us tied here. Christian County in the Caldwell territory at the Caldwell County 32-yard line.
And Lange comes up. He's got 3 receivers to the near sideline, 1 to the far side. Handoff is to the back. He moves the pile all the way down to about the 25-yard line. Christian County's line does a good job of keeping everybody pushed, even when it looks like that back is getting hit for maybe no gain or a pickup of 1. Everybody keeps those legs churning, and Caldwell's having trouble bringing them down until after about a 4-yard pickup. This time it's 2nd down and 4 for the Colonels. Lange has 3 receivers far side. They keep it on the ground, hit at the line of scrimmage, and they're going to knock him back. This will be for a slight loss. Back to the 25-yard line. I thought Caldwell had a player down for a second, but it's Van Hoosier getting up a little bit slowly. He's shaking it off. You know, if there's a group of tacklers, Van Hoosier's going to be somewhere in that pile.
You know, if there's more than 2, look for 32.
Absolutely. He's already played a well of a game tonight. So a big 3rd down play for Caldwell County. The Colonels send 2 each way, 1 back in the backfield with Lange.
And nobody's deep. We've got all our men in the box, including our safety.
Lange looked like he's changing the play, goes up to the line of scrimmage. Now he backs up. And it looks like Christian County is going to take the timeout. A little confusion
as to how
on what they wanted to do. So they are taking a timeout. And Bob, we'll keep it right here if you want to. And just Caldwell County and Christian County, they're both no-huddle teams, so you don't have a lot of time in between plays to really talk about the prior one a lot. But so far tonight, the defense has really stood up well for Caldwell County.
In looking at some of the early stats here, Christian County has picked up 60 yards on the ground so far tonight and picked up 28 yards through the air. So really, really strong first half by the Tigers, and Christian County had possession on the kickoff. So they've had one more drive than the Tigers have had, and Tigers playing really, really stout football defensively.
The one turnover tonight has Christian County in this position. Caldwell County had 1st and 10 from their own 49, intercepted a pass. And now Christian County has it 3rd down on the Tiger 25-yard line.
And 5 minutes and 24 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Lange 3 receivers to his left. Long receiver to the right. Lange looks back, lobs over the middle. It's complete. And touchdown. I thought it was going to be just a touch too long. Kavanaugh on the coverage, but nice touch there by Lange. I know he's got a gun on him, but he laid that one right on the fingertips of his receiver. And Christian County back in front. As the Colonels come out for the extra point, I really didn't think he was going to be able to keep that one in.
It was a beautiful pass.
Snap is down, bobbled a little bit, kick is up, and it is good. So with 5:16 left in the first half, it's Christian County back in front, 14-7. We'll be back for the next Caldwell possession in 30 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
Is your debit card community driven? At Farmers Bank, it is important to us to give back to our community. That is why we have developed the Tiger Card. The Tiger Card that is free to all Farmers Bank checking account holders. Each time you use your Tiger Card, Farmers Bank will donate to our local Youth Inc. Children's Sports Program. We've given over $40,000 to date to Youth Inc. through the Tiger Card program. Come get your Tiger Card today. We can print them instantly at our main office. Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
And we're back at Tiger Stadium. Christian County has taken the lead 14-7, capitalized on an interception at midfield. Took it in on a, what was that last yardage on that pass?
25-yard pass.
25-yard pass play. Lange has his first touchdown pass. And it's Caldwell County trailing now 14-7 as they get set to receive the kickoff. Back deep is Trail Riley and Jameer Riley for the Tigers. Kick is up. It's going to be short, received at the 12-yard line by Trail Riley. He's going to go far sideline. Now he's going to reverse fields up across the 20, finds his way to the 25-yard line, or just shy of the 25. It looked like when he was going to reverse that, the whole flow was going to the far side of the field. I thought he was going to have a lot more room. Christian County recovered quickly, and Caldwell County will take over at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 for Joby and crew. Big crowd on hand tonight here at Caldwell County Stadium.
And you're right on that kickoff return. Trail, everything going to the right side, and all of a sudden reverse it back to this side. Was wide open all for about a second and a half, and then they closed quickly on him.
That's the quickness of a 5A school.
Yes.
Jaggers complete and hit, ball on the ground. I think they're going to call it incomplete as Jameer took a hit. As soon as the ball touched his hands, that ball popped out. Incomplete, 2nd and 10 from the 24. And I'm sure you can't hear it from up here, but I would imagine there's a little talking going on down after that hit.
Well, and I'm not sure how they're going to. We found out one of the things they're looking for this year. You can't intentionally do the lead with your head, lead with your. He got cracked pretty good then, so obviously no penalty. So whatever the rule changes were did not affect that play.
But there is a penalty on before the snap on Christian County, offsides. Gives Caldwell County 5 yards. 2nd down and 5. Christian County's brought a pretty good crowd on the far side also. Those bleachers almost full. 3 receivers split to the right for Jaggers. Snap is high. He's going to roll. Hits Trail Riley on the far sideline. Riley goes up across the 35. Still on his feet, digging across the 40. Nice run after the catch for Trail Riley. And Riley fights his way out to the 1st down.
At the 43-yard line.
At the 43-yard line. That's a Little Caesars 1st down for Trail Riley.
14-yard pass play.
And Riley's going to come near sideline. He's going to pair up over here with Travis Newsom. And it's Jaggers on the keeper. No gain on the play. They're going to sling him down right about the 44.
Maybe a pickup of 1 yard.
Clock is ticking with 4:24 left in the first half. Trail Riley comes off the field. Number 44, Mitchell Harrelson in the ball game. One of the 3 receivers near side for the Tigers. Handoff goes to, I think that was number 4? Number 2, Jameer Riley. He gets it across the 45 to the 46-yard line. So 3rd down and long for Caldwell County. Jameer Riley in the backfield with Jaggers. 2 receivers each side. Play change from the sideline. Jaggers back. Now he's going to drop deep. Looking around the field. Now he's got some pressure. Having to roll to his right. Still directing traffic. Throws. And it's incomplete far sideline. Play just took a long time to develop, Bob, and you can't give a quick team like Christian County a long time because you're going to feel the pressure. Joby did. Had to roll all the way out to the far sideline. I thought for a second he was just going to take it out of bounds and take the loss. But he got rid of the ball, and it's going to bring up 4th down and a long 7 for the Colonels, or for the Tigers. They'll kick it off to the Colonels with Jameer Riley staying in the game to do the punting.
And what Trail, and what happened on that play when we didn't have the ability to get into the open part of the field. Joby too far to the sideline, and that just everybody, the sideline played defense on that play.
And Christian County takes a timeout. 3:35 left in the first half. Christian County leads this one 14-7. Both teams played about even. The big interception at midfield hurt Caldwell County in that second quarter. Hope you'll stay tuned at halftime. Bob Hayes will have all the first half stats coming up. Also, we'll take a look at the first performance by the Caldwell County Band of Pride tonight as they get ready for marching season. And then we'll take a look at what to expect in the second half. All that coming up in just over 3.5 minutes here on 103.3 The Tiger. Both teams back out on the field after the timeout. Christian County has two receivers back at about their own 25-yard line. Kick is up, little pooch kick going towards the sideline. It's going to hit about the 40, take a bounce, and go out. Let's see where they'll mark it. Looks like, Bob, about the 38-yard line. So Christian County with pretty good field position. And still a lot of time left on the clock, 3:26. And, Bob, this Caldwell defense is starting to have to spend a lot of time on the field here late in this first half, and not a cool night by any means here in Princeton.
But it is cooled down, the cloud. The sun has gone down. A little breeze out there. You can see the flag on the flagpole not whipping around. But these kids ought to be in decent shape. But the longer you're on the field defensively, the more you do wear out.
Langley, two receivers each side. Handoff is to Level. He goes up the middle, breaks several tackles. He's out near midfield. That's Dion Level, a 5'8", 190-pound senior. And, Bob, when he hits a hole, he hits it quickly. And Caldwell County unable to bring him down. It's a first down for Christian County. Nose of the football on the 50.
And you can see from this distance, he's got some size and some quickness about him.
Langy in the backfield with Level. Handoff again to Level. He hits the middle again. Still on his feet. Big carry again all the way down near the 40. Looks like another first down. Actually gets it down to the Tiger 39-yard line. And it's another first down for Christian County. So the Tigers really have to step up and not let this one get out of hand. Still almost 3 minutes left in the first half. Langy in the backfield, two receivers each side. And it looks like the Tigers jump. And Christian County will pick up a free 5 on this play down to the 34-yard line. It's offsides against the Tigers. We'll spot that one at the 34. They'll officially call that 1st and 5. Same setup for Langy, two each way with Level in the backfield. And the handoff is to Level. He hits the hole, pulled down, and looked like the ball was loose for a second. Let's see if it came out. Caldwell County pointing the opposite direction. And it is on the ground. Fumble recovery, Caldwell County. That's number 44, Mitchell Harrison, came out of the pile with it. Big play by that Tiger defense. That evens up the turnover count tonight, 1-1. And stops what was a pretty quick moving Christian County drive. Caldwell County goes back on the field, and they've got 2 minutes and 15 seconds to do something with it before halftime. Good play by Harrelson.
A big turnover, and Mitchell in the right place. Mitchell playing defense. We thought he would probably be at tight end or something on offense, but they had him in on defense. Good for him.
So Jaggers has 3 receivers to his right. Handoff is going to be snuffed out quickly. That was Gray on the carry. He didn't pick up much at all. Actually got thrown for a loss. Loss of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 12. 2 receivers each way now for the Tigers. They fake the handoff. Jaggers drops back, looks the field over. Now he's got some pressure. He's having to roll to his near side. A lot of pressure still coming. He throws it away in the neighborhood of Gabe East, but he took a real hit. Knocks him all the way back to the 10. Incomplete pass, and it's 3rd and 12 for the Tigers. And Bob, Joby knows he doesn't have a lot of time to throw the ball, but he's starting to get a little bit of pressure leaking in behind the line there, and he's been chased on about 3 of his last 4 attempts.
And except for Jameer on our only touchdown drive, we're having a hard time getting open.
So Jaggers having to roll again. He's going to get hit and thrown for a loss all the way back to the 15-yard line. Christian County just pinning their ears back now. And they're going to spot it at the 16-yard line officially. But 4th down and very long now for Caldwell County.
Loss of 11 yards.
Barely 45 seconds off the clock on that drive, and it was 3 plays and back to the 16-yard line.
And I guess Christian County called timeout?
I think Christian County did. 1:34 left in the first half. It's the Colonels 14, the Tigers 7. Caldwell County's offense has hit sort of a wall the last couple of possessions. Opening night here at Caldwell County. Next week we're at home again against Graves County, and then on the road for the first time this season at Hopkinsville. So a tough early schedule for these Tigers before we get into district play. And the toughest of the 3, probably this Christian County squad, ranked 2nd in 5A. Caldwell County holding their own so far, but going to have to find a little offense somewhere in that second half.
Yeah, we're going to have to be especially strong on this last minute, 34 seconds of the half. We get the ball to start the third quarter. A good break, and being able to keep them out of the end zone will be huge for the Tigers.
Yeah. Love to keep it at a 1-possession game. Riley with the kick. It's going to be received and fumbled. Ball on the ground, picked up by Christian County, and he gets hit at the 47-yard line.
Christian County dodged the bullet on that play.
Christian County's back, tried to take the kick, tried to catch it with his fingertips, and he had a Tiger right in his face. Put the ball on the ground. Another white jersey able to pick it up. But the Colonels will take over on the Caldwell County 49-yard line, 1st and 10 with 1:22 left in the second quarter. Good coverage there by the Tigers. Lange comes to the line. He's got Level in the backfield. Level having a big night. Lange's going to drop back, roll to his right a little bit. He's going to go deep and out of bounds. Good coverage there by the Tigers. Dylan Cavanaugh on the coverage. 2nd down and 10. Clock stops with 1:16 left in the first half. You've got Gabe East back deep for Caldwell County.
Lange so far tonight, Dennis, is 4 out of 10 with 1 touchdown.
Not really padding the stats for Mr. Football Candidate, but he was accurate when he had to be on that 1 4th down play that led Christian County in the end zone. Lange back now. He's going to keep it. He's up across the 40, pulled down. He's going to be close to a first down as he gets down. I think he got it. Ball down to the 37-yard line of the Tigers. Clock stop while they move the chains, then it'll roll. Lange has 2 receivers each side. Clock rolls with 1 minute left in the first half. Lange drops back deep, no pressure. Lofts it down and almost intercepted at the goal line. Jameer Riley, about like Van Hoosier earlier, would like another crack at that one. I think he jumped and didn't really have to. Got up in the air and couldn't reel that one in. Lange put a little air under that one. Good coverage by Jameer Riley, but it goes in and out of his hands. And it'll be 3rd down with the clock stopped, 3rd and 10, or 2nd and 10, excuse me, for the Colonels.
And Lange had a lot of air under that ball, which allows the defense to recover. And lucky he didn't get that one picked off.
Lange's going to drop back again to pass. Little screen pass is picked up well by the Tigers. And it's going to be a loss on the play. I think that was it.
Maybe to 39, loss of 2 yards on that play.
24, Dylan Gray. That's who I was thinking it was. Gray on the tackle. Good read by Gray on the screen by Christian County. Now 3 receivers out right for Lange. He drops back, looks the field over. He's got time. Flag down on the play. Now he's getting some pressure and he goes down. And that's number 35, Bashir.
Will Bashir.
Will Bashir on the sack, but we'll see what the flag is on the play. Flag thrown at the 37-yard line near side.
Well, let's see what the
ball spotted on the sack right at the 50.
Apparently it's going to be against,
ineligible receiver downfield. That's going to be declined, and it'll bring up 4th down. So a good job by the Tigers with 20 seconds left in the first half, and they'll get one more crack at it. And you've got to wonder if we'll even take a shot, depending on how deep we start this drive.
Be 4th and 23 for the Colonels.
Trell Riley back inside his 15 to take this punt.
Still a little bit of discussion going on down here on the Tiger sideline, and the head official.
Coach Barnes out on the field to have a little discussion. And it's going to be a timeout, Caldwell County. We'll keep it right here, Bob, as this one's nearing halftime.
Yeah, that's one thing. If you can't carry your timeouts over in the second half, so.
Still a pretty heated discussion down there with, I think it's both Coach Barneses, as Will has joined the staff this year.
And we noticed there were only 5 officials here tonight, Dennis, where we saw 7 last week. We knew they were probably trying to get some experience for some of these probably new officials, but only 5 on the game tonight.
I do want to take this time while we've got a second to welcome our sponsors for some of our sponsors for tonight's game, including Bella Marie, Black Patch Grill, Capital Cinemas, Computer Consulting Services, HLS Health and Wellness, Treasures Remembered Florist, Kay's Kitchen, Hancock's Neighborhood Market, Taco John's, Little Caesars, Cozy Living, and the Gold and Diamond Outlet. So we appreciate all those guys coming on and helping us bring you Tiger football, both on 103.3 and live streamed at WPKYonline.com. Christian County is going to come out. Whatever the discussion was, the play stands. The sack brings it back to the 50. Christian County will punt. And Trell Riley is deep inside his 15 for the Tigers. Snap is back. Kick is up. A good kick, good high kick. Fair catch by Riley at about the 12-yard line. I'll tell you what, Bob, let's call it the 11. Pretty good kick. And a flag down near midfield.
Yeah, that probably could be roughing the kicker.
And it is roughing the kicker, Caldwell County. And running into the kicker, so that's declined by Christian County. And that's going to put Caldwell back at the 11. And Bob, with the trouble we've had moving the ball the last couple of drives and only 12 seconds down on your 11, I don't know if Caldwell's even going to try anything at all down this way. They may go in at halftime down 7 and regroup.
I'm not sure how much of a gambler I am, Dennis, but I think we're too far in,
especially
deep
the
in
way
our territory.
The Colonels are getting into the backfield and starting to pressure Jaggers a little bit. Yeah, they're going to go in and do a victory formation on this one, and they've got Jameer Riley back at the goal line, but they're going to go into halftime content to be down 14-7. And the clock will tick down to halftime. So at the half, it is Christian County 14, Caldwell County 7. We'll be back for the halftime show with all the stats and a look at the band's first performance. We'll do all that after a break, so stay tuned. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
Hello, this is Keisha Fulcher, CEO for Community Medical Clinic, located at 310 Hawthorne Street in Princeton. Community Medical Clinic's goal is to provide access to excellent health care services that are both convenient and affordable. Community Medical Clinic is taking new patients every day, and walk-ins are welcome. The clinic is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. to serve you and your family members of all ages. Patients are welcome with all insurances or with no insurance. Not able to come into the Princeton location? Then we have 2 other clinics. Our new downtown location in Hopkinsville at 1102 South Virginia Street and Fort Campbell Boulevard in Oak Grove. Community Medical Clinic, providing healthcare services at your convenience at no extra cost.
Mobile deposit is here. This is Mona Van Hooser with First Southern National Bank, and our new mobile app is loaded with extra features, including mobile deposit. Now you can use your smartphone's camera to deposit checks on the go. Just endorse, point, click, and send. Download our new mobile app and try it today. First Southern National Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?
Yeah, I'll take a small Coke.
And I'll have a large, please.
You know you can get any size Coke for just $1, right?
So a small Coke is just $1?
Uh-huh.
And the large is just $1?
Yes. Are you guys okay?
You just blew our different size minds. Sorry, you got excited again.
It's nice getting any size bang for your buck. So come into McDonald's and get an ice-cold, delicious any-size Coke for just $1. A la carte only. Price and participation may vary.
McGregor Group Heating and Air, we are so proud to be a part of this community. We want to thank you for the opportunity to serve you for all of your heating and air needs. McGregor Group Heating and Air specializes in residential, new construction, and light commercial installations, also servicing most makes and models. We offer fast service with polite and friendly staff. We provide our customers with a peace of mind by offering the best warranties in the industry, along with high-quality products. McGregor Group Heating and Air is located at 960 Varmint Trace here in Princeton. Give us a call today at 270-896-5044. We're the company that you can take comfort in.
And we are back at Tiger Stadium. We're at halftime here as the Tigers trail Christian County 14-7. We'll have the first half stats with Bob Hayes in just a minute. We just had a presentation here at Tiger Stadium made by Emma Talley, and we want to tell you about this because it's really interesting and how it was brought about tonight. After suffering a major heart attack while playing golf in Birmingham, Alabama in 2001, Lord Piers Wedgwood, International Ambassador for Wedgwood, China, and Waterford Crystal, and a member of the British House of Lords, was inspired to give back to the community. Following his recovery, Lord Wedgwood formed the Lord Wedgwood Charity with Birmingham-based business leaders to help place automatic external defibrillators in high schools and community gathering places. In 2002, he created the Lord Wedgwood Links to Life Celebrity Golf Classic to raise funds, and the Lord Wedgwood Charity has raised in excess of $420,000 and placed over 325 AEDs in high schools and communities. The charity is proud that at least 5 lives and many more unknown have been saved due to the donations and awareness it has raised. Professional golfer and our hometown girl Emma Talley participated in the Lord Wedgwood Pro-Am and was given an AED to donate to a facility of her choice. Tonight, Emma has chosen the Caldwell County Athletic Department as the recipient of that AED. To learn more about the Lord Wedgwood Charity, you can go to lwcharity.com or find them on Facebook at Lord Wedgwood Charity. We would like to thank the Lord Wedgwood Charity and Emma Talley for choosing Caldwell County as a beneficiary of this life-saving device. Receiving the AED on behalf of the Caldwell County Athletic Department is Assistant Athletic Director Kim Farmer. We'll do this first. So congratulations on that. We appreciate Emma Talley able to make a donation like that. Those things are vitally important. You see them popping up at malls and different places like that now. So we thank Emma for her donation tonight on the part of that charity. We got the band out on the field for tonight for the first time this season as they'll perform. We're going to keep the camera on the band, and then Bob's going to have the stats. After the stats, we'll pick up a little of the sound of the band tonight. But Bob, if you're ready with first half stats, you go ahead.
Thank you, Dennis, and certainly a lot of appreciation to Lord Wedgwood on that, and to Emma for thinking about her local community. Score here at halftime is reported by Dennis as Christian County leading over the Caldwell County Tigers 14-7. We'll go over the scoring first here in the first quarter with 23 seconds remaining in the quarter. Christian County Colby Lange on a 1-yard run. Settle adding the extra point. Christian County taking a 7-0 lead. And that was the score at the end of the first quarter play. In the second quarter, Caldwell County gets on the board at the 10-minute, 1-second mark on a 11-yard pass from Joby Jaggers to Jameer Riley. Boyce Nichols adding the extra point, and we were tied at that point 7-7. Christian County scoring once more in the second quarter on a 25-yard pass from Colby Lange to Long. Again, Settle adding the extra point. Christian County at that point led 14-7, and that's where we find ourselves here at halftime, 14-7 with Christian County leading over Caldwell County. The best pass that Mr. Lange threw in the first half was that touchdown pass, and Caldwell County on that particular series had everybody within at least 6-7 yards of the end zone, and they broke their big back free at the line of scrimmage. It was a touch pass, ball in the air a long time, but we just could not get back to recover it, and Long, we thought it was going to be overthrown, but he was just there with his fingertips to grab it, reel it in, take it into the end zone. We'll look at Christian County stats first. In the first half, they totaled 45 yards on the ground, 85 yards by air. They had one more possession than Caldwell County did. They received the opening kickoff in the first quarter. Caldwell County to receive that here in the second half. For Caldwell County, really their rushing game disappeared. We carried the ball 13 times tonight for a -6 yards. A lot of that coming on a big loss late in the second quarter with Joby Jaggers being taken down in the backfield. Dylan Gray with 5 carries has 10 yards. Jameer Riley, 2 carries for a -3. Joby, 5 carries for a -7. And Trail Riley, 1 carry for a -6. Total for the Tigers of a -6 yards on the ground. In the air, Joby completed 7 passes, 1 to Trail Riley for 14 yards, 4 to Jameer Riley for 56 yards and 1 touchdown. Travis Newsom with 1 grab for 7 yards, and Dylan Gray 1 grab for 9 yards. Total of 86 yards in the air for Caldwell County, at a total offensive effort for the Tigers in the first half, net gain of 80 yards. The net gain for Christian County was 130 yards. So Christian County outgaining the Tigers here, but the Tigers only find themselves trailing here at halftime 14-7. And let me get to Joby. Joby was 7 out of 12 with 1 interception tonight. Decent. Later in the second half, we knew that he was experiencing having to run more for his life than he did. Certainly on that touchdown drive to open the second quarter, he got great protection, guys wide open, but Christian County found out where their weak link was in that particular series and put some improvements out there. And we were just not very good the last couple drives that we had at the end of the second quarter. But we're only down 1 touchdown. We received the kickoff to start the second half, and Dennis, that's where we are right now. Joby probably completing his first 8 passes, completing 7 of them. So probably 0 for 4 with 1 interception on the last 5. So that's what we're doing in the dressing room, I hope, is shoring up some offensive line assignments for our blockers and figuring out what we need to do to get the pass off quicker, what routes we might be able to run that might be effective for us.
Well, Bob, you and I talked about it a little bit back in the scrimmage last week. Caldwell County was looking good throwing the ball, but it looked like that run blocking was just something still developing. And tonight, negative yardage is on the running game. A lot of that, like you said, on the sack of Joby back late in that first half, but still not much on the ground for Caldwell County. Got into a little rhythm with Joby and Jameer on that touchdown drive, but aside from that, Christian County really making the adjustments. And then Christian County, knowing that Caldwell was struggling running the ball, looked like they were blitzing a lot. The lineman was able to get through and really give Joby some trouble in that second half late in that first half, in that second quarter. So you almost pretty fortunate with the drives Christian County had late in the first half to only be down 7. But we really got to generate some offense, and some of that probably has to be on the ground unless you're going to be able to pick up the blitzes of Christian County.
Well, and the other thing that is pleasing to me is that Christian County has an explosive, high-octane offense, and really we're only able to put 14 points on the board in the first half, which is a testament to Caldwell County's defense.
Yeah.
And we had a couple chances to pick off balls in that first half, but in and out of our hands on a couple of them. We noticed when Lange had to scramble, he was more effective in the scramble mode than he was just dropping back,
Right.
setting up in the pocket and throwing. So, and then we've got a couple excellent performances out of our defensive front in that first half. We had one turnover each. Mitchell Harrelson getting on a fumble to stop probably the third touchdown for Christian late in the second quarter, keeping the score as what it is right now, 14-7. But Joby having a ball tipped up into the air and picked off by Christian County. We're fortunate that wasn't returned all the way. Sideline helped us out on that play.
But Bob,
But
you
we've got
take a kid like Kobe Lange. He hasn't had a great night by any means, but he's made a couple of big plays. That big fourth down play in the first quarter was able to keep a drive going down in Caldwell County territory they eventually scored on. And the touchdown pass he made on this end was just a finesse touch pass, because we both thought it was over the fingertips. In fact, I'd called it initially incomplete. I thought there was no way he was going to catch that. He was able to get it, kind of tap it, and pull it back in a little bit, and it was a touchdown. So he's made two spectacular plays on a night to where he's been anything but spectacular.
And that's right. And to his credit, big time players make big time plays. And one thing on that particular 25-yard pass, we've gotten after him a couple times tonight and sacked him one time tonight and brushed him on maybe 3 or 4 other occasions. But on that particular play, it was a pinch in by the offensive line for Christian County, kept us out, walled us off. And as I mentioned, we had 11 men within 6 yards of the line of scrimmage. So I'm not sure what we were expecting. Obviously, we were expecting a run. And then when the big kid broke through the line, we just weren't able to recover and get back with him.
And Level is having a big night for Christian County. Another senior of the 28 they brought to Princeton tonight. He's having a big night on the ground, but most of it's been right up the middle.
And you're right with they're beginning to exploit our middle on defense, but still only giving up 130 yards total offense in the first half. With them having more possessions, it's not huge.
Right.
We also noted prior to the game they had 10 seniors in that offensive lineup, so their experience is maybe showing just a little bit more. Our inexperience is that's what we're right now on offense. Our inexperience, I think, is somewhat of an issue.
I'll tell you what, we have about a minute and a half left before we kick off the second half. Let's go back to the station for a 30-second break, then we'll come back and get set to kick this one off for the second half. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
The dog days of summer have arrived, but at Fredonia Valley Bank, the weather does not slow us down. We are continually finding ways to make your banking easy and accessible through mobile banking, internet banking, phone transfers, and even more. So yes, you can beat the heat with the touch of your fingertips. We love seeing our customers, but when it's this hot out, you may find modern technology the way to take care of your finances and free up your valuable time. Come by today and let Fredonia Valley Bank introduce you to some of our new banking products, and let us show you how your money can work for you. Fredonia Valley Bank, 602 Cassidy Avenue in Fredonia, and 226 Commerce Street in Edible. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
And we are back at Tiger Stadium, getting set to kick this one off in the second half. Christian County has the lead at halftime, 14-7. And Bob, it's kind of been a bend but don't break first half for the Tigers. But I think all in all, they performed pretty well against a team that's ranked preseason number 2 in 5A that gave Bowling Green some trouble last year. You're only down a touchdown going into the second half with a brand new offensive line and a brand new quarterback.
And I'm well pleased with the way we are right now. It was good to get that turnover there by Christian County. And it's too early in the season to see one of my favorite things in the paper, that being the Litkin House ratings, Dennis. But I'm sure when you're second in 5A and we're 8th, 7th, or 8th in 3A, I would say Litkin House rating here maybe would give Christian County a 25 point edge or something like that, and it still might happen. But we're down 7.5 with a chance to get the ball to start the third quarter. I would think we'd have to be well pleased and really fired up to be in this game here in the third quarter.
And you tell me if you disagree. I think a couple of the keys in this second half, the defense is going to have to keep standing on their head like they did in the first half. They're playing a well of a game. Van Hoosier, Baker, the coverage is good on the passes. Langey's having a tough night. That defense is going to have to carry that for another 24 minutes. But the offense is going to have to stay on the field a little bit. If not scoring, you have to get a first down here and there just to keep that defense off the field and get them a little bit of rest, because if they have to play a lot of minutes again in this second half, Christian County could take advantage with that deep roster.
Well, and that's very accurate, Dennis. And the other thing that we've mentioned, Caldwell County has maybe 5 players going both ways at times. Christian County has 11 men on offense and 11 different men on defense. So it would be great to have Christian County commit 2 more turnovers. I guess I'm dreaming right now, but we cannot turn the ball over. That's for sure.
And both teams back out on the field. They have 1:45 back on the clock. And we want everybody to stay tuned after the ball game tonight. We've got the post-game report, and if I can get my notes right, that's brought to you on all of our home games this season by Taco John's of Princeton. So we hope you'll stay tuned for that. Bob has all of the stats coming up at the end of the ball game, and then we'll talk about the ball game. We'll look ahead to next week. And also, Bob, you want to plug the Saturday morning quarterback. We haven't mentioned that tonight, but that's another addition we've brought back in recent seasons. That's, I think, is a great addition to our sports broadcast.
And we will be doing that in the morning from the radio station at 9 o'clock. So we want to invite you to tune in, listen to the Saturday morning quarterback with Coach Barnes and whoever he wants to bring with him. We'll go over tonight's game and invite you to join us tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
Caldwell County coming over to the sideline. And we mentioned a big crowd on hand tonight on both sides of the field. Of course, we thought Christian County would bring a pretty good bunch tonight to the game, but from all indications I hear, traffic was not horrendous, but not far from it with the Eclipse celebrations and all going on out on Highway 91. So no accidents so far that I've heard of that we could report. I assume things are going well. Haven't seen anything pop up on Twitter saying otherwise or any of the newscast. I know Ty has a lot going on at Adams Breezy Hill on the countdown for the Eclipse, so I'm sure you'll hear about that more over the course of the weekend. As Bob said, Caldwell County is going to receive the ball first. We won the coin toss before the game, deferred to the second half, so the Tigers will get the ball first to open the second half.
And looking at my stats here for the first half, we weren't seeing Little Caesars first downs very often because we only had 4 of them.
Yeah, just on that one drive. I think all of them were on that one drive.
Basically, 3 of them were, and we did get one on the next drive that we had, but we couldn't capitalize on that. We had a 14-yard pass play to Trail, who took it maybe 8 yards upfield on his own effort. And Caldwell County will be receiving from the east end zone. And to take us through the third quarter, Tiger sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Ball received at the 3-yard line. Riley's going to take it up to about the 16 is where they're going to spot that one.
I believe we're
16-yard line. So Caldwell County is going to have their goal post close to their backs as they start the second half here. Jaggers is going to come out with that new offensive line. And we mentioned those guys: John Kelly Hughes, Ben Thompson, Justin Morgan, Luke Stallings, Jaron Hartley. Kids are playing hard tonight. And it's not like they're easing into the season when you start the season with the number 2 team in 5A. Caldwell County puts it in play. It's complete on the pass near the 20-yard line. I think that was Trail Riley on the reception. Forward progress looked like it was a lot closer to the 20 than they're going to give him. Ball's going to be spotted at the 18, so a 2-yard gain on the play. That's not a home field spot, but nothing we can change from here. 2nd and 8 for the Tigers. Snap is back. Handoff is to Gray, and Gray's going to get hit in the backfield. Does a good job keeping the legs churning back up to the 20. So he turns a loss into a 2-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and 6 for Caldwell County. That's just the toughness of Dylan Gray to make what he made out of that last play.
Oh, very hard run. 3rd and 6 for the Tigers here.
Oliver Parker on the far side with Jameer Riley. Now Trail Riley is going to make it 3. Split to the right. Newsom to the left. Jaggers looks up. Handoff delayed. Handoff goes to Gray. He's up over the 20 and near the 25-yard line. He'll be short of the 1st down by a couple of yards. 4th down and 2 for the Tigers. And a 3 and out by Caldwell County is going to give it back to Christian. And presumably good field position for the Colonels to start their 2nd half. Jameer Riley with the kick, rolls to the right, end over end, takes a Caldwell bounce, but still not much on this as it's going to trickle across the 50 and out of bounds at the Colonel 49-yard line. And a part of the game that Caldwell County is really not picking up a lot of yardage in. That one got a favorable bounce, but low line drive kicks. Very tough for Caldwell County to cover. So the Tiger defense will come out and try to make their stand in the 2nd half. This ball officially spotted at the 50. 3 receivers to the right for Lange with Level in the backfield. Handoff is to Level, goes up the middle, hit, still churning, and pulled down at the 44-yard line of Caldwell County. So a hard pickup of 6, 45-yard line actually. Pickup of 5 on the play. 2nd down and 5 for the Colonels with 9:48 left in the 3rd quarter. Gabe East on the stop for the Tigers. Lange comes to the line with 2 receivers each way. Level starting to pile up the carries tonight for Christian County. Lange takes a snap, handoff to Level, met in the backfield by Bashir, breaks that tackle, and gets not quite back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss on the play of about 1. Hunter Van Hoosier on the tackle. Initial hit by Will Bashir puts it back 3rd down and 6 now for Christian County. Bashir did a great job containing that, turned it back inside. Van Hoosier able to finish it up on the tackle. 3rd down and 6 for the Colonels as they come to the line with 2 receivers on each side and Level in the backfield with Lange. Snap is back. Kobe Lange looks downfield and hit and sacked. That's Cole Baker. Cole Baker laid a smack on Lange. Lange didn't even have time to run. I think he just caught vision of Cole breaking through that line. Didn't even have a chance to try to roam right or left and just took a pop. The ball spotted back at the Christian County 49-yard line. 4th down and 11 for the Colonels. And that defense stands up again, Bob.
Yes, and we've got our punt block team. Short kick.
Going to hit and take a Christian County bounce back to about the 25-yard line with no return. Pretty short kick from the 49 to the 25. So the Tigers will come out and see if they can muster just a little bit of offense, maybe a couple of 1st downs, so that defense isn't starting to wear down. As we talked about in the pregame, Bob, and it may come into play a little bit, 4 or 5 players for the Tigers having to play both ways. So they really need to get that defense some rest. 3 receivers to the right for Jaggers. He hands off to Gray. Gray hits the line and gets up to about the 27-yard line. Couple of yards on the play. Make it up to the 28. Give him 3 on the play. And 2nd and 7 for the Tigers. Jaggers in some trouble. He's going to be hit and brought down. And the loss is going to take him back down to the 26-yard line. Bob, from about middle ways, of the second quarter, maybe a little bit earlier than that, Jaggers has had a lot of company in that backfield.
He's not his friends either back there.
2 receivers each way with Gray in the backfield with Joby. Trail Riley and Newsom on the near side. Joby's going to roll to his right. He's got some room over there. If he tucks it, he's going to throw it complete, and that's to Gray. Gray gets it back up near the 34-yard line. I thought Jaggers may turn that one up the field. Had quite a bit of open field. Decided to hit the guy in the flat, Gray. 4th down and inside of 1 for the Tigers. Let's see if they go for it. Pretty tough call here. And they are. Caldwell County's going to go for it. Going to try to draw them off sides, maybe. And they're going to send the punt team on. They was going to see if Christian County would jump. Colonels held their line, and the Tigers are going to have to come out now with 7 seconds left on the play clock, trying to get a player off the field. That's Parker getting off. 2 seconds on the play, and delay of game is going to be called. I thought that was going to be tough to try to do that, try to draw them off sides, get the punt team on and everybody off, and they're unable to do it as the flag comes out for delay of game. Or did Caldwell County get the timeout called from the sideline?
Apparently they got the timeout. Well, we don't know.
The officials are discussing. I'm sure Caldwell County was trying to call the timeout on the sideline.
They've not moved the ball yet.
And it is signal timeout. They did get the timeout called. And Bob, I feel a sneeze coming. If you can take it for just a second.
And right now with the timeout on the field here, the Tigers huddling here on the near sideline, Christian County, to be back in punt formation for the kick. We too early in the 3rd quarter to go gambling on that half yard.
Yeah, especially when the run game, Bob, has just been almost non-existent so far for the Tigers.
Too big a risk in your own territory. If that'd been on the 35-yard line of Christian County,
yeah, I think we would
have risked it. Yes, absolutely.
But the Tigers had to burn a timeout. They couldn't get the punt unit on inside the expiration of the play clock. So Caldwell County comes over to the sideline. Now they go back out. Jameer Riley set to do the kicking for Caldwell County. And as quick as Christian County is, I don't even know if you would try a fake punt at this point because they have some speed on the outside.
That would be too big a risk, I think, as well.
So Riley's set for the snap. He's going to roll to his right. Kick is up. Better kick by Riley this time. Is going to push Christian County back. But it takes a Christian County bounce, comes back up. Ball still bouncing loose, but I think Caldwell County downs it at the Christian County 39-yard line. They're going to officially spot at 38. And the Colonels will take over. Still 14-7 Christian County with 6:01 left in the 3rd quarter. Starting our 3rd year here, we've called a lot of high-octane offensive games. Very few times a defensive struggle. That's what it's been so far tonight.
Christian County at their own 38-yard line.
Lange in the backfield with Level. Handoff is to Level. Now Lange looked like he tried to keep it. I think a little indecision there by Christian County. I think Level took it and wouldn't let go. I think Lange wanted to keep it and fake the handoff and go back up the middle, but it's going to result in a loss on the play as both players ran with the ball to the far sideline. I think they'll lose a yard on the play. We're going to call that 2nd and 11. Looked like it went back to the 37. So Lange,
that's another play where you can have a fumble on the ground. Christian County lucky that didn't fall out.
Lange drops back to throw. He's got some pressure. He's going to be pulled down. Good job by that defensive line for Caldwell County. 35, that's Bashir. And 72, of course, is Cole Baker.
Back to the 35.
Actually, the 34 is where they're going to spot that. So a big play on second down. Now 3rd and 14 for Christian County. Under 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
This is kind of what you want to get Christian County in, where they might have to put the ball up and risk, hopefully, us being able to pick it off.
Gabe East, the lone Tiger, back past 10 yards. Lange has 2 receivers each way, and now he's going to drop back in the pocket. Looks over the field, fakes a throw, still got some time. Now he's going to be flushed, caught, and down.
And
fumble on the play when he went down, but I think they're going to call his knee down at near the 30-yard line.
Great coverage by the Tigers secondary. Great
Absolutely. That was a coverage sack right there. And the ball loose for just a second, but Lange, a big kid, hit that knee on the ground, and then I think the ground caused the fumble. But either way, 4th down and a country mile for Christian County. Trail Riley's going to receive this one somewhere around maybe his 35. Low snap. Ball is up, and Riley's going to have to let this one bounce. Takes another Christian County. Now he picks it up on the bounce. Stumbles when he tried to go and make the turn. Now he's holding his leg at the 25-yard line, and not a good sign for Caldwell County. And another player grabs him, so maybe that's a cramp. The way he grabbed his leg initially after a little spin out on the catch off the bounce made you think worse. But they're coming out kind of trying to treat a cramp right now. And, Bob, it's still warm and humid enough. That's going to be an issue, well, every season. It's not unexpected. These players know they have to hydrate well before these games in August and early September. And it appears to be the trouble with Trail right now on the field at about the 25-yard line.
We'll certainly take a cramp over a knee injury or anything like that.
Absolutely. Trail figures to be an integral part of this offense all season long, and defense for that matter. He's one of those players that plays both ways. He's been on the field a lot tonight. He's up off the field jogging off. I'm sure he'll find a bottle of Gatorade or something over here on the sideline. And the Tigers will bring the offense out.
And work that cramp out, get him some fluid, and still kind of walking stiff-legged.
So Jaggers comes up to the line with 2 receivers each side. Low snap, he picks it up. Quick pass over the middle, complete. And it's up to the 35-yard line.
Travis Newsom.
That was Travis Newsom on the reception. Found a spot out in the flat. They're calling Oliver Parker, number 9.
If it was 9, Oliver?
Oliver Parker. Snap is high. Handoff is to Gray. He gets enough for the first down up to the 37-yard line. So that is a first down. That's a Little Caesars first down for Caldwell County, the first one of the second half. And they keep number 15, Ben Holt, into the ball game. And the ball is down on the snap, picked up by Gray. Now it's loose again. Christian County picks it up, and they'll walk this one into the end zone. Touchdown, Christian County on a fluke play.
And I was looking down at my notes, Dennis. Was it a bad snap?
Snap was in and out of the hands of Jaggers. It went through his hands right into the chest of Gray. Dylan Gray unable to hold on to it as he was hit almost immediately, gets on the ground. Christian County able to pick it up and nobody in the vicinity to help out. So Christian County opportunistic on that fumble, moves the lead out to 20-7, pending the extra point with 3:05 left in the third quarter. Just a heartbreaker of a fumble there. Looked like a lot of movement on the line. No flags on the play. Kick is good. So with 3:05 left in the third quarter, it's Christian County now in front, 21-7. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can even risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric Plant Board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric Plant Board, Princeton's #1 energy source.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. Christian County just capitalized on a fumble by Caldwell County, ran it in to the end zone, pushed their lead out, the biggest of the night now, 21-7 over the Tigers.
A crucial second turnover for the Tigers.
And both turnovers for the Tigers have resulted in touchdowns for Christian County. We talked about it in the pregame. You said yourself you thought whoever won the turnover battle would win the ball game. Right now, Christian County in the driver's seat, up 21-7. Tigers go back to receive the kick. It is number 3, Dylan Cavanaugh, back with Jameer Riley, as Trell Riley still on the sideline working those cramps out.
Short man up is Gabe East.
So Christian County set to kick. Ball spotted at the 40. Kick is in the air, a high kick, fielded by Jameer Riley at the 5, across the 10, the 15, up to the 20, runs into a crowd, maybe up to the 24-yard line. We'll see where they spot it officially, but right in that neighborhood. First down for Caldwell County, 1st and 10.
And 2 minutes, 57 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
Ben Holt, Tiger on the field now, number 15. He's going to be split with Gabe East and Travis Newsom on the near side. Trell Riley still on the sideline. High snap. Jaggers goes up and gets it complete to Ben Holt at the 40-yard line. Holt takes it on up to about the 43-yard line. That was a nice pass by Joby. He hit Ben right in stride across the middle, being able to pick up a few yards after the catch, but a good play. And that's a Little Caesars first down for Caldwell County as they move the ball out. And whistles stop the play. Caldwell may have snapped the ball before the chain gang was set, so they'll bring that one back. Looks like the ball spotted at the 44, 1st and 10 for Caldwell County. One receiver to the left, 3 to the right now for Jaggers. Jaggers takes it, handoff, and it's going to be thrown for a lost ball on the ground. Let's see who picks this one up. I think they're signaling Caldwell County. Jameer has it stripped on the handoff, but recovered by Jaggers. But the loss is going to take it all the way back to the 37-yard line. So a big loss on the fumble. 2 receivers each way for Caldwell County with Riley in the backfield. Jaggers drops back, got some pressure. He hits Jameer Riley, who's already had a guy on his back as he made the catch. And the ball, the forward progress is going to be given up to the 36-yard line. Third down and very long for the Tigers. They've got to get out to the Christian County 46-yard line for a first down. So 3rd and 17. Jaggers has 3 receivers far side. Cavanaugh near side for the, or Newsom near side, excuse me, for the Tigers. Jameer Riley in the backfield. Bad snap handled by Jaggers. He's got some time. Flings it out to Jameer Riley, who's up across the 40, makes a move across the 50 and pushed out of bounds. He's going to be short of a first down. We'll see what Caldwell does. Ball spotted at the 49. They've got to get to the 46.
15-yard pickup. We're about 3 yards short.
Yeah, short 3 for the Tigers on 4th down. They're going to keep the offense on the field, Bob. And I guess they feel like they're not going to have a lot of opportunities. 1:16 left in the third quarter. 3 receivers to the right. Handoff. And it's going to be Jameer Riley. He'll pick up the first down at the 45-yard line. Needed 3, picks up 4. Good job by Jameer Riley. It's a Little Caesars first down for the Tigers. 1st and 10 from the 45.
And Christian County's had 2 drives this half, Dennis, and we've stopped them both times. Their only score coming off that turnover that we had, so our defense is playing well.
Jaggers has it in and out of the hands of Ben Holt. Fortunately not intercepted. It was deflected downfield about 7 yards after the touch. 2nd and 10 for Caldwell. Some little fresher players in the ball game. You've got Parker, East, and Holt to the far side. Newsom to the near side. Handoff is up the middle. Big gain, number 4. That's number 4.
Burden.
Caleb Burden, the transfer over from Trigg County.
9-yard run.
9-yard run on the play. Makes it 2nd and short for the Tigers. Oh, they're going to call it a first down. They're going to give him the 10. So that is a Little Caesars first down for the Tigers on the run by Burden. Burden, a big kid. Hand off again to Burden. He finds a hole up the middle across the 30, down near the 25, just shy of it, maybe the 26. A couple of good-sized holes by that offensive line.
Nice holes.
2nd down and short. A long one for Caldwell County with 3 receivers to the right. Jaggers looks that way, in and out of the hands. It would have been a great catch. And I think that was Gabe East that made the dive for it. It would have been a spectacular catch on a low throw, but it's incomplete, and it'll be 3rd down and short for the Tigers. Caleb Burden comes off the field, and it looks like Jameer Riley back in the ball game for the Tigers. Swing pass to Riley. He's got some guys in front of him. Jukes one, gets across the 25. Spot should give him a first down. We'll see where they mark this one at.
Should be a first down.
Ball spotted, let's call it the 24, and it is a first down. Little Caesars first down for Caldwell County at the 24-yard line. 9 seconds left on the clock when they blow the whistle. Jaggers takes it, handoff, and Jameer Riley slips. As soon as he took the handoff, still down on the ground. And with that, it's the end of the 3rd quarter as Christian County has the lead after 3. It's the Colonels 21, the Tigers 7. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
Heating and cooling your home make up the biggest part of your monthly energy bill. But you can save up to 10% by doing a few simple things. During warm weather, set your thermostat at 78 degrees Fahrenheit. And during cool weather, set the thermostat at 68 degrees Fahrenheit. And no matter what the climate or time of year, proper use of a programmable thermostat can save you 10% of your monthly energy bill. A Comfort Zone reminder from the folks at Bettyville Electric, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Planters Bank, located at 208 North Jefferson Street, is locally owned and operated with a strong, sincere focus on customer service. Planters Bank has a diverse team of seasoned professionals in Western Kentucky and Clarksville, Tennessee. Since first opening their doors, Planters Bank has made a name for itself as an energetic player in the financial services market. Stop by and talk to the friendly folks at Planters and find out about the You Choose Rewards program. Planters Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Back to Tiger Stadium to start the 4th quarter. Caldwell County trails this one 21-7 to Christian County. Tigers have the ball. The first down play slipped by Riley resulted in a loss of about 2 yards. It'll be, let's call it 2nd down and 12. Caldwell County now going towards the cab building end here at Tiger Stadium. Christian County led this one 14-7 at the half. Picked up a fumble by Caldwell County, ran it in to push the score out 21-7. 3 receivers split to the left. Handoff is going to be to Dylan Gray. He's trying to find some room on the left. Not much there. He gets it back up to maybe the original line of scrimmage. And not much more. Ball spotted down at the 25-yard line. Had a lot of receivers over there to do a lot of blocking. Still not much room for Dylan Gray on the run. 3rd down and 11 with an empty backfield for Jaggers. Complete at the 20. That's Jameer Riley with the catch. Right over the middle. Good catch by Jameer Riley in traffic. And it will bring up a 4th down play for the Tigers.
Pick up, the ball is at the 15.
Ball's at the 15, 4th and 1 for the Tigers. Jaggers takes it, handoff is to Gray, number 24. Let's see how much he got before he got pushed back. I think he got it.
I think he's to the 12, or at least the 13.
13-yard line. Should give him a first down at the 13. And it is a first down, a Little Caesars first down for Caldwell County. Good run there, good tough run by Dylan Gray. Gabe East comes off for the Tigers, 2 each way with Gray in the backfield. Jaggers drops back, now rolls to his right, wanted to go to the end zone. Now he receives a little pressure, still looking in the end zone, is going to throw it out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Bob, there's been just a handful of plays, maybe 2 or 3 tonight. It looked like Jaggers had a little bit of room to maybe tuck and run and decided to hold on to it and look down the field. But good coverage by Christian County. He did the smart thing. If he was not going to run it, he didn't throw it into traffic, threw it out of the back of the end zone. And it's 2nd down, Caldwell County, with 3 receivers to the right for Jaggers. Whistle's going to stop this one.
Christian County got a man on late, so they're going to be hit with a penalty.
And it is going to be offsides against Christian County. That'll give Caldwell a 5-yard advantage.
Take that ball to the 8-yard line.
Little conversation in there to see if he did get on, but flags are down. And I think they're picking the flag up. And I'm like you, I don't think that player was across the line of scrimmage coming on, but they picked the flag up, waved it off. It's 2nd and 10. Jaggers is going to be sacked all the way back at the 20. That pocket collapsed quickly. Jaggers had nowhere to go. And 3rd down and long now for the Tigers. Ball spotted at the 19-yard line. Caldwell County's got to get inside the 3 for a first down. We'll call it 3rd and 16 for the Tigers. Snap is back. Jaggers rolls to his right. Looks down the field. Complete to number 24, but not much on it. That's Gray, but only down to about the 16-yard line. So the Tigers look like they're going to send the field goal unit on. Nichols will spot this one at the 23-yard line. It'll be a 33-yard attempt by number 40.
This is the 18th play of this particular drive, Dennis. So good ball control by the Tigers.
Snap is down, kick is up. See if it's got enough distance, and does. Nichols good from 33 yards out. So with 9:13 left in the ball game, the lead is cut to 11. It's the Colonels 21, the Tigers 10. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on WPKY.
Fortner Gas Company is a full-service local and family-owned propane company offering services in Princeton, Cadiz, Madisonville, and Murray. Right now, Fortner Gas is offering specials on propane. Fortner Gas offers Holland and Napoleon grills, Dixie choppers, and they also have Red Max weed eaters. Contact Fortner Gas Company today for all of your residential, commercial, and agricultural propane needs. Fortner Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
Back to Tiger Stadium, a lengthy drive. What did you say, Bob? 18 plays.
18 plays.
On the drive results in 3 points for the Tigers as they put their first second half points on the board. Lead trimmed down to 21-10. And the defense playing well. Christian County scored on a fumble recovery this half. That's the only points they've put on the board here in the second half. Caldwell County with the field goal, the only points they've been able to muster. So a defensive standoff tonight by both teams. But a highly touted Christian County squad so far, knock on wood, not putting up a lot of offense so far in this game. Nichols with the kickoff. This was going to be fielded at the 2-yard line by Christian County, up across the 10, the 15. He's got some room across the 30, 40, 50. That's Trice, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Christian County. Wow.
Where did he field that ball, Dennis?
At the 2-yard line.
98-yard kickoff return.
A big kickoff return for a touchdown. (27-10) now, Christian County. Just under 9 minutes left in the ball game. 98-yard return for a touchdown. Extra point attempt in progress. Spot is down, kick is up. A line drive kick is no good. So with 8:58 left in the ball game, Christian County pushes the lead back out to 17, 27-10 over the Tigers. We'll take 30 seconds and be back. You're listening to Tiger Football on 103.3 The Tiger.
Colonel Sanders from KFC here to talk about the good old days. Well, the good old days are still here in chicken form. Specifically, in KFC's original recipe fried chicken with 11 herbs and spices. Our delicious chicken is still hand-breaded and pressure-fried just like it was then. Get your fill with 2 pieces of my original recipe in a $5 fill-up with mashed potatoes, a biscuit, a cookie, and a drink at a KFC near you. KFC, it's still finger-licking good. At participating KFC, prices may vary. Tax extra.
We are back to Tiger Stadium. Caldwell County getting set to receive the kickoff as Christian County takes the kickoff from Caldwell after the Caldwell field goal, runs it back 98 yards for the touchdown. Extra point attempt no good, but the lead back out to 17 now. And Bob, that is a disheartening turn of events. Caldwell County finally put some points on the board. The defense is playing really well, and you give up a 98-yard return.
That's you got to just hand it to Christian County. Their speed created that touchdown for them.
Yeah, when Trice got in the open field up about the 35 to 40-yard line, you knew it was lights out. So Christian County has it teed up at the 40, kicking toward the Marion Road end here at Tiger Stadium. Back deep for the Tigers is Trail and Jameer Riley. Ball is in the air. It's going to be a short kick. Received at the 16 by Trail Riley. He's across the 20, the 25, finds some room on the outside. Gets up near the 40, across the 50, into Christian County territory, across the 45 before he's brought down out of bounds. Good return there by Trail Riley.
Excellent kickoff return.
So Caldwell County is going to start this one. Let's see where they spot it. Looked like he was knocked out around the 45 of Christian County, but they may say he stepped out a little bit earlier. We'll call it the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for Caldwell County. Trail Riley's going to come out for a breather after that return, and Gabe East is in the ball game. Unusual formation for the Tigers with 4 receivers split to the right. Empty backfield for Jaggers. Jaggers hits Dylan Gray. It's complete.
Jaggers pass is complete.
And maybe a loss of 1 yard.
Yeah, not much more than maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We'll call it 2nd and 10, although it looks like he did lose about a half a yard on the play. Jaggers in the backfield with 1 back, 3 to the left. Handoff is to Dylan Gray. He's going to be dragged down from behind, and he gets back up to about the 46-yard line.
On the stop, number 34, Douglas brings up 3rd and 10 for the Tigers.
Running game is just kind of sputtered tonight, most of the night for the Tigers. Gray in the backfield again. Jaggers drops back, gets good protection this time, goes over the right side, incomplete into double coverage.
Jaggers pass is incomplete.
He was looking for Oliver Parker. Parker was double covered at about the 10. Incomplete, 4th down and 10 for Caldwell County. And it looks like the punt unit is coming on for the Tigers. Bob, you can look at this one as just a handful of big plays for Christian County. It's not like they've really dominated offensively or done anything spectacular, but fourth down passes, picked up fumbles for returns, interception.
Three big plays. Three big plays have hurt us.
Low line drive punt by Riley. It's fielded by Trice at the 15. He goes outside, gets by one Tiger. Now he's up across the 25, the 30, and finally pulled down far sideline just shy of the 35-yard line. 77 for the Tigers on the tackle.
Noah McGowan.
Noah McGowan, a 6'3 freshman, 200-pound freshman.
There are several cars parked up around the vocational school that have other cars blocked. We need those
And Caldwell County defense takes the field. They really have to make a stand here, Bob, to have any legitimate hope. 7:37 left in this ball game. Tigers down by 17. And they really need a turnover.
One thing I hope we do is we don't give up playing defense.
High formation by Christian County. Lange under center. Handoff up the middle. He's across the 40 or the 35 to the 36-yard line. And I'll be surprised if Christian County really puts this ball in the air very much at all with that 17-point lead and the clock ticking.
And you know they're not going to do that.
Gain of
3.
3 on the play.
And they'll probably take as much off the play clock as you can.
Yeah. Actually went to a huddle, something you don't see a lot of here at Tiger Stadium by any team. Caldwell does it, and not many visiting teams anymore do it. Hand off to the deep back. He's up across the 40 and down to the 43-yard line. Shy of a first down, but another big carry by Level, who's been a real workhorse for the Colonels tonight.
42-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Third down and a long one for Christian County.
And we're down to 6 minutes and 25 seconds here to play in the game.
You got Dylan Gray on the sideline now getting some cramps worked out. Quarterback keeper, and Lange with the keeper will get inside or just past the 45-yard line, so it'll be a first down for Christian County. New player in the lineup for Caldwell is Max Ashley.
The carry goes to the 46-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 46. 1st and 10 for Christian County as they are in ball control mindset right now with just over 6 minutes left in the ball game and a 27-10 lead. High formation. 2 receivers pretty much for decoration at this point, you would think, Bob, as Lange goes up under center.
Watches the play clock.
Hand off to the deep back level. He gets hit early, not much gain. Maybe no gain on the play.
No gain.
Burden in on the tackle for Caldwell County. Along with Bashir. We've called Will's name several times tonight. He's had a pretty decent game tonight.
Yeah, we've also only noticed, Dennis, when we talk about our offensive backfield running woes, we've had Burden in the game twice in the backfield. I don't know why, but he picked up 9 yards on each carry on that drive that we had going. And you just wonder what happened on that particular series that we got him so wide open up the middle.
Right. And he is a big kid, but the line actually opened up holes, visible holes, you could tell on that drive. Burden able to hit them and pick up 9 each time.
Christian County's athletic ability on defense has really hurt the Tigers. Even though Joby's had to run for his life on a few occasions tonight, I still feel like the offensive line has played well. We've mentioned the kickoff return, the 25-yard pass, the fumble return, 3 scores on big plays.
Right. And then that 4th down play that they kept the drive alive and ended up scoring on that play. Christian County comes back to the line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 2 backs with Lange as he is in shotgun. Handoff is to level across the 45, near the 50, still on his feet across the 50, and finally pulled down at about the 49-yard line. Bashir on the stop for Caldwell County. Clock ticking, 4:50 left in the ball game. Caldwell County's got to come up with a strip. Third down play for Christian County. A stop here would be nice because I don't think Christian County would even, with this lead, I don't think they would make it a 2-down territory. I think they would punt the ball away. Big play here as they come in the I formation. Look for Level to get it. He does. Deep back gets it. Hit and pushes. I think he's going to be a little bit short. They'll spot this one just shy of the 45-yard line.
Pick up a
Van Hoosier in on the play. I'm sorry, Bob.
Pick up a 3, and I think it's good. 4th and a long 1, short 2.
4th and short, and they are keeping the offense on the field. Lange's going to bring him up to the line. This could be basically the ball game. Lange takes it and easily picks up the first down.
To the 43-yard line.
43-yard line. That looks like about where they're going to spot it. And it's first down for Christian County with 3:40 now left in the ball game, and that may have ruined any chance that Caldwell had, if there was any, at that point. Number 44 for the Tigers coming in. Let me get my roster.
Mitchell Harrelson coming in.
44, Mitchell Harrelson. And it looks like they're trying to get Jameer over here in coverage. No, trying to get Jameer or Trail off the field. Christian County 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line, leading 27-10. Handoff to the deep back. 40-yard line is where they'll spot this one with 3:09 left in the ball game. Will Bashir with the stop after a pickup of 3 yards. 2nd and 7 for Christian County. Bob, I'm sure you'll be able to talk with Coach Barnes about a lot tomorrow, but 3 or 4 big plays by Christian County in an otherwise fairly even game.
Exactly. Their offense, except for this drive, they've picking up a lot of yards on the ground, adding to their rushing stats.
And it's going to be a timeout called by Christian County. 2:33 left in the ball game. I'm not sure why they had to call that unless the play clock was ticking down. Maybe they let it go just a little bit too far trying to milk it. But, Bob, while we have a minute, we'll grab my notes real quick. I want to mention some of our sponsors for this season that we really appreciate. And there's still time. Did he say 39,000? I think we announced the 39,000.
That's Frankie's little
big kick out of that. But I was listening for a real stat, but 39,000 is a stretch. Some of our sponsors tonight, if anybody listening would like to join our broadcast, we'd love to have you come on board with the Tiger Sports broadcast. Bella Marie, Black Patch Grill, Capitol Cinemas, Computer Consulting Services, HLS Health and Wellness, Treasures Remembered Florist, Kay's Kitchen, Hancock's Neighborhood Market with the best roast beef you'll ever eat, Taco John's, Little Caesars, Cozy Living, and Gold and Diamond Outlet. We really appreciate those guys coming on board with us this year for Caldwell County Sports. Christian County comes to the line. I formation. Lange under center. He's going to hand off to the deep back level, up across the 40, down to about the 36-yard line.
Handoff was to
Trajan Wilson, excuse me, for Christian County. Number 23, a senior wide receiver, running back, defensive back for Christian County. And a flag. We didn't. Did you see a call?
No, I guess we're going to be
That's going to be holding against Christian County. So that'll help Caldwell out, but just a little too late probably. 2:06 left in the ball game. And the Tigers down by 17. Ball spotted back at the 47-yard line. Second down and 15 for Christian County. We'll be back on the air next week. It's Graves County coming to Tiger Stadium. Another big school comes in, rated above the Tigers. The preseason predictions, if you go by the computer rankings, had Caldwell going 6-10 on the season.
Another freshman just checked in for the Tigers on the defensive backfield, Travion Samuel.
And Cameron Traylor also on the field for Caldwell County. He's in coverage on the near side as Lange brings his squad to the line. Second and 15.
And again, looking at the play clock, letting it run down.
Handoff is to the deep back. He's got some room across the side. That's level. Flag on the play. He's down and out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Flag way back at the 35. And it's going to be a hold against Christian County. And they'll bring that one back. Holding against Christian County. Ball, or the foul called back near midfield. 1:35 left in the ball game. Just a very fast team, but I think when you see a team coming in ranked second in 5A and Caldwell County holds them to basically an even ball game outside of 3 or 4 big plays, I think it says a lot about a young offensive squad.
I don't think we have anything to be to hang our heads over, Dennis. Honestly, we don't want to beat a dead horse here, but 3 plays just changed the complexion of this game.
Yeah, a big fumble recovery for a touchdown and a big kickoff return here in the second half. But they've held a Mr. Football candidate basically in check most of the night.
Except for that one pass, he hasn't really hurt us.
Ball spotted all the way back at the 42-yard line of Christian County with a minute and a half left.
Second and
roughly.
26.
Lange still not in the shotgun, into I formation. He's going to hand off to the deep back, and he'll be run out of bounds after a short game. That's number 20, Austin Grant Hall, a freshman for Christian County, gets the run, picks up just a couple.
We'll give him to the 43 and a gain of 1.
43-yard line. I'm sure his coach didn't really want him to run out of bounds, but not much of a he didn't have a lot of choice then as the pursuit was all over him.
And running back to the short side where the sideline becomes a tackler on that play.
So the clock stopped after only 5 seconds off that one. Now a minute and a half exactly as Christian County comes to the line with third down and a country mile. Handoff is to number 34. He's up across the 50, the 40, still on his feet at the 40, the 35, hit at the 30, and finally brought out of bounds. That's number 3 on the tackle, Dylan Kavanaugh. And again goes out of bounds with 1:21 left on the clock.
Out of bounds at the 21 or 29?
20, yes, sir, the 29-yard line. Be first down for Christian County.
28-yard run on third and 25.
And I don't see Lange. They may have taken him out of the game, not risking injury at this point.
And you're right.
Play clock running down to 5 right now as Christian County hustles up. That's number 5 in at quarterback. And flag on the play as that play clock will run out. That's number 5, Dante Abram, a freshman quarterback for Christian County. And they were unable to get the play off, so the 5 yards will set it back to the 35-yard line. Christian County leads this one, got it in hand, 27-10. Stay tuned after the ball game. We'll have the Taco John's post-game report. Bob Hayes will have all the game stats. We'll look ahead to next week and Graves County. So stay tuned for that here on WPKY immediately following this ball game. Abram up in I formation. And decides to keep it himself. I think a busted play, but a big tackle by 53 for Caldwell County. That is Davion Radford. No, excuse me. I'm looking at the wrong roster. Number 53 is Michael Vickery. I thought that name doesn't sound familiar at all.
It's not a Caldwell County name.
Michael Vickery.
Another ninth grader. So we're getting a lot of ninth graders in action tonight.
Freshman with a big tackle. Let's see how big 53 is. He's a good-sized kid, 5'11", 196 freshman. So Vickery with a good tackle gets his name in the books. Christian County comes to the line, clock running with 40 seconds left. Up, back, takes handoff, ball loose. Picked up, looks like Caldwell County. That may be Englebright. Recovered by Christian County. I thought Mack had picked that one up for a second. He was right in the mix. Ty, I know you were excited back at the station on that one because I thought he had come up with the late game fumble recovery. And it was. We had it right the first time, Bob. The referees put the voodoo on us, but a nice job by Mack Englebright with the fumble recovery for the Tigers. So Caldwell County will bring the offense out on the field. 28 seconds left, and the ball spotted at the 34-yard line of the Tigers. Jaggers in the ball game still. Number 44 in the ball game for Caldwell County. That's Mitchell Harrelson. Ben Holt also in the ball game. Oliver Parker in, but looks like Oliver's coming off in favor of number 80, Cameron Traylor. And Caldwell trying to get a lineman off the field. So I think we've got everybody set. 2 receivers each way for Jaggers. Bobbles a snap, picks it up, and gets back up, but not quite to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss on the play for Joby. And that may be the last play of the game. We'll see if Caldwell tries to get another play off. And the coaches are starting to go across the field. I think they're lining up. That's going to be it. They'll let this one tick down. The final score here tonight, Christian County 27, Caldwell County 10. We'll be back with the Taco John's postgame report with all the stats and a look ahead to next week. That's coming up next, so stay tuned. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
Princeton Drug Company, 103 West Main in Princeton, proudly features low-cost prescriptions and friendly service. Princeton Drug offers in-town delivery, in-store pickup, or a convenient drive-through window. Princeton Drug has a wide selection of Christian greeting cards for every occasion. Princeton Drug is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and on Saturday from 8:30 to 2:30. No deliveries on Saturday. Princeton Drug, 103 West Main Street, Princeton. Phone 365-5585.
Get together for a wonderful shopping experience to remember in downtown Princeton during the total solar eclipse. Andrews Gatherings will stay open later in the afternoon and will be open Sunday afternoon and all day Monday. Come enjoy this once-in-a-lifetime event on Main Street in Princeton. Perfect viewing in downtown Princeton and Sanders Gatherings located in the heart of Princeton is filled with loads of shopping ideas just for you. Stop by Sanders Gatherings on Main Street in Princeton and experience the total solar eclipse and a wonderful shopping experience. Sanders Gatherings on Main Street in Princeton.
This is Holly Van Hooser with Woodall Agency in Princeton, Kentucky. Are you wanting the best options that meet your needs? If so, call our friendly and professional agents who are just a phone call away at 365-5541 or visit our website, woodallagency.com. We will give you a free quote for your home, auto, or even your business. We will get back with you on the best options that meet your needs. Our office is located at 110 West Washington Street. Call Woodall, y'all.
Hey, Ty, did you know that Cozy's Living in Tears has new owner? No, I didn't. I was so impressed when I was in there. They have items for everybody. Furniture, boutique, and gifts.
They have baby items?
Yes, and a registry. One thing that impressed me the absolute most was they offer veterans and first responders always 10% off.
That is impressive.
And you've got to meet their adorable mascot, Jake. He's a golden doodle puppy.
I'm
definitely going to go by today. Where are they located? 235 Northfield Drive, right next to the bowling alley. Cozy living, just like a home should be.
And we are back here at Tiger Stadium. You're listening to the Taco John's post-game show. Taco John's of Princeton is announcing a new promotion for Taco Tuesdays. In addition to our normal 89-cent hard-shell taco, we're now offering 99-cent soft-shell tacos. So stop by Taco John's on 62 West and catch a deal every week on Taco Tuesdays. Again, that's 89-cent hard-shell, 99-cent soft-shell. Every Tuesday, open to close at Taco John's of Princeton. Final score here tonight, Christian County defeats Caldwell County 27-10. Bob Hayes will have all the stats in just a little bit. We want to thank you for joining us tonight. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. Next week, we'll be on the air again at 6 o'clock. Bob and Coach Barnes will have the Coach Barnes show at 6, the pregame show at 6:30 as the Caldwell County Tigers will get ready for Graves County next week. The pregame show next week brought to you by McGregor Group Heating and Air, and we welcome those guys on to our broadcast this year. But we'll have the pregame show at 6:30, kickoff next week at 7 again here at Tiger Stadium before we go on the road the following week to Stadium of Champions to face the Hopkinsville Tigers. A game here tonight where Caldwell County came in as the decided underdog, of course, in a game against the number 2 ranked 5A school in Kentucky, Christian County. The Colonels have the Mr. Football candidate in Colby Lange. The defense stood up most of the night. 3 or 4 big plays that Bob and I'll have a chance to talk to after his stats tonight, but 3 or 4 big plays, really the big difference in the ball game. Caldwell County unable to run the ball very well in the first half. Picked up a little bit of steam in the second, but still not a lot of offense in that second half, just the field goal. On the flip side of that, Christian County only scoring on a fumble return and on a kickoff return. So the defense for Caldwell County, which we knew would be a strength, held up their end of the deal tonight. Still some work to do for that offense, but granted, it was against one of the toughest teams that's going to be on your schedule the entire season.
And I'll have them here in a few minutes, Dennis.
Okay. You take your time, Bob. We want to thank our man Darren Lewis tonight for the technical support here with the computers and the live stream. Did a great job on that, giving us the coverage tonight. And Bob, I don't think we did it. I meant to mention it earlier. Actually, a new station manager now, and Ty Englebright for this season. So Ty back at the station and in control, in charge of everything this season. So we want to congratulate him on a good first night here with the radio station this fall during football season. Teams gathered in huddles on the field right now. Coach is talking to Caldwell County in the end zone before they head to the locker room. Christian County just now starting to leave the field.
And I do have our stats, Dennis. And,
okay.
And it's going to tell a really interesting story. First, let's go over the for Christian County. Christian County in the second half had 0 passing yards and a total of 41 yards rushing in the second half. 48 yards rushing in the second half. So as we were saying all night long, the Christian County unable to move the ball in any sustained drive, getting their scores on a kickoff return, a fumble return in the first half, and just in a pass that went for 25 yards. So Christian County, by my records, ends the night with only 188 yards total offense.
Wow.
And only 45 yards passing offense to this vaunted quarterback from Christian County who is closing in on 10,000 yards in his career. So total yards for Christian County tonight was 188 for Caldwell County. And we'll go over the rushing stats first. Caldwell County 17, 25, 28 carries.
And they dug themselves a big hole in that first half on offense on the rushing.
Right, and for the night tonight, I have us with 15 yards on 28 carries. Dylan Gray, 12 carries for 26 yards. Jameer Riley, 5 carries for a -7 yards. Joby Jaggers, 8 carries for a -16 yards. Trail Riley, 1 carry for a -6 yards. And Caleb Burden, 2 carries for 18 yards. 28 carries for the Tigers, 15 total yards of rushing. And I'll swing over here to the passing stats. And for the Tigers, Joby tonight, 17 out of 27 with 1 intercepted for 153 yards. Trail Riley with 2 receptions for 16 yards. The workhorse tonight, Jameer Riley, 8 catches for 82 yards. Travis Newsom, 1 catch for 7 yards. Dylan Gray, 4 catches for 19 yards. Oliver Parker, 1 catch for 9. And Ben Holt, 1 catch for 20. Total of 153 yards for the Tigers on 17 receptions. Again, Joby, by my stats, 17 out of 27 with 1 interception. Total yardage for Caldwell County tonight, 168 total yards. And again, Christian County with 188. So virtual dead heat there as far as total yards go. But when you look at how they scored on a 98-yard kickoff return, a 26-yard fumble return, and a 25-yard pass play, makes a difference in the game.
And Bob, you go back to the first half when we had Christian County 4th and 10. They went for it because they were deep enough where the punt wasn't really going to pick them up much. Lange able to make the big play, keep that drive alive. They scored on that one for their first touchdown. But you're right, some big plays, 4 or 5 big plays tonight. That catch, that was their second touchdown. I thought it was well over the fingertips of the Christian County receiver, but it's a nice touch by Lange. You got to give credit where credit's due, and he laid that one exactly where he needed to, away from coverage. They were able to put that in, and then the fluke fumble that actually came off of Joby into Dylan Gray. Dylan hit, ball comes out again, and Christian picks it up and takes it into the end zone. And then the big 98-yard return, that kid was flying down the sideline. I don't think we had anybody that could catch him that was even close to him. So,
and that young man is the Purdue University commit, taking it 98 yards. And really, once he got to his 30-yard line, you knew we weren't going to catch him.
Yeah, no, he was gone. And so you can't take a play away from a game, of course, but those 4 plays just seem to make the difference in this ball game tonight, because otherwise it's close. I mean, you had yardage within 20 yards of each other. Neither team really doing a lot offensively as far as churning up any yardage.
A testimony to the defenses tonight.
Of both sides.
Caldwell County played well on defense. Special teams giving up at least one of those scores on the kickoff return.
And you look at the play of Cole Baker tonight. Cole had a couple of sacks. He was inside the backfield a lot for Caldwell County. Hits by Will Bashir and Hunter Van Hoosier. They played some good games. The coverage was good. Lange's no slouch. And if he wasn't able to complete many passes or make much yardage passing the ball, that's a testament to the defensive backs of Gabe East, Trail, and Jameer Riley, and some of the others playing back there. So the defense did exactly what we thought they would do in the pregame show. We talked about it. The offense still has some growing to do, but I think Coach Barnes can find some positives and can also show these guys what they need to work on that line to maybe open up some holes and get that running game going a little bit, so you're not in the hole at halftime rushing the football. But all in all, I think more pluses and minuses. It's a tough game that we were the underdog on, so it's no surprise to really come out with a loss. I think the plus is the spread and the closeness on yardage.
And I'm looking up here the number of carries tonight, rushing-wise, for Christian County.
Yeah, they had several. They really didn't throw as much as you would expect from somebody that's a Mr. Football candidate. Of course, late in the game, they didn't have to. They had the lead, especially after that kickoff return pushed the score out to a 17-point lead.
And they, by my records, they carried the ball 40 times for 133 yards. So 3 yards, and that's about what we were seeing, a 3 to 4 yard gain, except for maybe 3 or 4 times they burst through there. But again, our defense, I felt held up really well. We go on the road next week to Graves County, and we're here at Tiger Stadium with Graves County, and I understand that in the last week and a half or so, their starting quarterback was hurt.
Okay.
And so they'll be playing with whoever would be their second-string quarterback. Not that that does affect the team to have to get down to their second quarterback. I don't know how strong their quarterback position is at Graves County, but Christian County, to me, on paper anyway, a much better team than Graves County. So nothing to hang our heads over tonight. We correct the ability to cover kickoffs and not drop lead on the ground much. And I'm going to ask Coach Barnes tomorrow what we were trying to do when we brought up all 11 men within 6 yards of the line of scrimmage, and that's when they broke through and connected on that pass. Mm-hmm. And the ball was in the air a long time. He had a lot of air under it. We thought it was going to be overthrown, and the back just ran under it like a pop-up and took it into the end zone. But I think there's several bright spots tonight here for the Tigers. A lot of freshmen that we noted getting into the game and depth. That's what we're trying to build right now is depth. And
right.
I think we got a lot of kids tonight with a lot of game time experience. Certainly game experience and against a quality football team.
Absolutely. You're listening to the Taco John's of Princeton post-game show. Taco John's has hard-shell tacos for 89 cents and now offering soft-shell tacos for 99 cents on Taco Tuesday. So go by Taco John's on 62 West and catch that deal on Taco Tuesday. We thank them for sponsoring our post-game show. Bob, before we wrap up, I do want to mention tomorrow morning, the Saturday morning quarterback at 9 o'clock at the station. Also tomorrow, the boys and girls soccer teams have opening round matches in the All-A Classic, and they're going to be playing at the Butler Stadium. So we hope everybody can go out for that. The boys play at 2 o'clock. The girls play at 4 o'clock, both against UHA, and a chance to move on in the All-A Classic. I think the boys' record 1-1-1 so far in the season. The girls off to a nice 2-0 start. In fact, a mercy rule on one of those games. A lot of talent on that girls' team. Look for them to go a long way this year. But that'll be their first big matchup against UHA, and that's tomorrow. Both those games at Butler Stadium. So go out and support that soccer team. They've got some action next week that we'll also have here on WPKY. And then, like you said, next Friday night, the coaches show at 6. You and I are on with the McGregor Heating and Cooling pregame show at 6:30, and then it's kickoff against the Graves County Eagles here next week at Tiger Stadium at 7 o'clock. So,
will we be doing any soccer coverage tomorrow on the radio, Dennis?
No, not tomorrow. We have Eclipse coverage from Adams Breezy Hill.
Okay, that's.
And Bob, if you can give me
there is an eclipse coming, is there not?
Well, they say there is, but it's
we hope we don't have rain on Monday.
Yeah, I hope we don't have rain because nothing needs to make traffic any worse. Let me look at my schedule really quick. Tuesday, let's see, Thursday, Tuesday, next Tuesday, we have the girls. If they win and advance, we'll have that game at 5:30 in the All-A Classic. And then on Thursday, we will have them, if they win also again, on the All-A Classic. So hopefully the girls can advance and do some good. And Joe McEnany and I will have those soccer games. And let me make a correction here. I said the wrong thing. Soul Quest coverage tomorrow, not Adams Breezy Hill. And I apologize for that. Adams is sponsoring a big get-together on Monday. But Soul Quest coverage tomorrow. I think Audrey Lamb is going to be out in all the chaos on 91 and doing some coverage for us along with Ty. So best of luck with that tomorrow, Audrey. And we hope you enjoy yourself out there. I went to work yesterday, already 25, 30 campers out on the campsite of David Ginn out on 91. So a big happening out there. Ty and Audrey and some others will have some coverage for you tomorrow all through the day here on WPKY, so tune in for that. and then the Adams Breezy Hill coverage is on Monday for the actual eclipse.
And then, as you mentioned, we'll be in the studio tomorrow morning with the quarterback show at 9 o'clock. So we invite you to tune in and listen to that show.
Again, the final here in Princeton, it was Christian County 27, Caldwell County 10. That's going to do it for us tonight. Thanks to Taco John's for sponsoring our post-game show. And we will see you again next week here at Tiger Stadium. So until then, for Bob Hayes and Darren Lewis, I'm Dennis Stevens. Have a good weekend, everyone.